Jaguars and your
Welcome to St. Louis Park, everybody, and tonight is senior night, so we're going to cut straight to the listing of the seniors.
For their wonderful accomplishments and their dedication to the St. Louis Park football program.
Our first senior is Jacob Brown. His favorite football game memory is Pick 6 versus Waconia. Future plans after high school is to go to college and get a nursing degree. He is escorted by Alan, Liz, Olivia, and Maddie. Demarian Tyrese Caston. Favorite football game memory, blocking the field goal. Future plans after high school, go to the University of Northern Iowa, escorted by Tyrese Caston, Jennifer Caston, and Gerb Green. Christian Vegas Celius. Favorite football game memory is the 2017 Irondale game. Future plans after high school is college. He's escorted by Marcos and Christina. Zach Corcoran. Favorite memory, beating Cooper in sections. Future plans, going to Normandale. Escorted by Todd, Kelly, Alyssa, Kayla, and Jada. Tobias Davenport. Favorite memory, having 10 tackles in the third quarter. Future plans, play college football. Escorted by Shante Davis, Sherry Davis, Phil Robinson, and Ami. Aaron Ellingson. Favorite memory, beating Waconia. Future plans, going to college, escorted by Dan and Kathy. Cole Ewald. Favorite memory, winning first varsity game. Future plans, go to college, escorted by Andy and Nancy. Alex Hager. Favorite memory, winning the Waconia game. Future plans, go to college, escorted by Oren and Ha Hager. Jacob Johnson. Favorite memory, walking onto the field at homecoming and hearing the crowd. Future plans, go to college to study electrical engineering and computer science. Escorted by Jeff and Sarah. Sajid Nathim. Favorite memory, scoring a kick return touchdown. Future plans, playing college football. Escorted by Mujahid, Anisia, and Hanif. Josh Pearson. Favorite memory, my first varsity game. Future plans, go to college to pursue further musical abilities. Escorted by Latanya. Tony Stadler. Future plans after high school, go to college at Iowa State. Escorted by Tom and Kim Stadler. And Jack Townsend. Favorite memory, winning. Future plans, go to college, escorted by Andrew, Ann, and Jane Townsend. Put your hands together once again for your seniors for the St. Louis Park football team.
Sometimes there's no do-over. Some things you can't rewind. That's when an extra safety step could mean the difference between a close call and a call to 911. Simple steps save lives. Learn more at poolsafely.gov.
Good evening, St. Louis Park, and welcome to this Wednesday MEA edition of Friday Night Lights as the 3-4 St. Louis Park Orioles look to move to 500 in this regular season finale as they take on the 2-5 Bloomington Jefferson Jaguars, who are looking for their first division win of the season. My name is Paul Bodwin, filling in for the great Bruce Hoberman in my debut doing play-by-play, and I'm joined by my old friend Nate Larson making his broadcast debut tonight, so be kind, everybody. Nate, welcome to the booth, and welcome to St. Louis Park football. Glad to have you here.
Hey, thanks, Paul. Happy to be here. Excited for this football on a Wednesday night.
Wednesday Night Lights, baby.
Wednesday Night Lights, MEA weekend. Let's go.
Let's light it up.
We're ready.
We got another cold night here. Temperatures in the 40s, not nearly as cold as last week, though, when we had a brutal 20-mile-an-hour wind.
Yeah, we should see more kicking tonight than you saw last week, right?
At least going more. We'll see more kicking to the west.
That's awesome. Well, it looks great. Everybody's warming up. Players look comfortable. They're ready to go, Paul.
Band sounds great, so we are looking forward to a fun night of football here in St. Louis Park. Now we have not gotten word about who is kicking off, but it would appear Bloomington will be kicking off the football.
Orioles will receive the opening kickoff.
All right. We've got Jacob Brown deep, as well as Deontez Ross ready to receive, and we'll see what they can do. Waiting for the go signal. There it is. And we're off. Ball is received at the 20. Takes it down to the 30, and he'll be brought down about the 32, 33-yard line.
Yeah, he did not want to go down.
He did not want to go down, which is what we love about these St. Louis Park Orioles.
That's right.
14 Ross on the return for the Orioles.
That was Deontez Ross on the return. So we got the Park offense coming out. Aaron Ellingson at the helm. Played real well last week. They're on their third starting running back of the season this year with Alex Hager. Had a great game last week.
Yeah, it'll be interesting, when you're on your third stringer, but he played well last week, so I think the coaches feel comfortable.
So we got one wide right, two wide right. Man in motion, Ellingson with the snap and the give to Hager, and he is just continuing to muscle his way forward to the 40-yard line.
That's awesome. 6 yards?
He does not go down.
No. I think he remembers the ground was so cold the last game. He doesn't want to touch it today.
That's right, even though it's a little bit warmer. So it'll be, here we got our starting lineups. Hunter Burgess, Isaac Freitag, and Nathan Keith on the line. Hillary McCory and Manny Montgomery. This is for the Jaguars. Ellingson with the snap, and it's a give to Hager. And he will get a first down.
All right, there you go. It's all about moving the chains.
And that's all you got to do is keep muscling that ball down the field.
That's right, 10 yards at a time. Keep getting first downs. They're hurrying back up to the line here, Paul.
It looks like they're going with the no huddle. Ellingson in the shotgun. Got a man in motion. Takes the snap, the give to Hager. He's up the middle with some good blocking. He breaks some tackles, and he goes down about the the 31-yard line. Another great run and a first down for St. Louis Park.
Yeah, I don't think anybody touched him for about 12 yards. Full head of steam through there.
He's a big, strong runner. He does great when he goes north and south.
And they are back, man. They're not wasting any time here.
We got 2 wide left, 2 wide right. Ellingson in the shotgun. Hager in the backfield. And we have a flag on the play. Last week, De La Salle had yellow shoes. It was hard to tell when flags were thrown.
Yeah. Looks like a false start there, Paul.
They're backing it up. So we are looking at a 1st and 20 here for St. Louis Park, but with the way Hager's been running, I am not afraid.
He might get 20 yards before anybody touches him on this play.
If he can get his shoe tied. So we've got 2 wide left, 1 wide right. Hager in the backfield. Ellingson ready for the snap. 1st and 20. There's a 1st and 15. Hager gets the give. He is hit hard at the line.
Yeah, that was good defense there. He just shed his block real quick. Made the stop.
So they're starting to key in on him right away, it looks like. We're now at 2nd and 11. 10 minutes to go in the first quarter. Ellingson in the shotgun. We got 4 wide. Hager in the backfield. Picks up the block. Ellingson rolls right, and he's going to keep it, and he is off, and it looks like a St. Louis Park first down. Couldn't quite tell if he stepped out or not.
Yeah, I think they're marking him out a yard or 2 short, Paul.
That's a great run by Ellingson, though. We're looking at 3rd and about 1 yard.
Yeah, that was great. He just rolled out to pass, and there was nobody in his way.
He's got a quick first step, as they like to say. And we see this unique formation that they went with last week that drew De La Salle offside several times. We'll see what they do with it here. Ellingson in the shotgun. Calling out some signals. And he's going to have to get rid of that ball quick.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys in there.
And he's got time. He throws up a pass, and there is nobody there. That'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw that away. Don't turn the ball over there. It's a heads-up play by the quarterback. Nobody's open. Guys barreling down on him. Just get rid of it. Live to play another down.
That's an interesting formation.
Yeah, you don't see that often.
It seems like you're going to be forced to get rid of the ball quickly.
Yeah.
So here we are going for it on 4th down. 4th and about 1 yard. And we've got Ellingson in the shotgun again. 2 wide left, 1 wide right, coming in motion. And there's a whistle. And let's see if they... Oh, looks like a timeout. Timeout, Park. Not sure if they liked what they saw, but they want to figure this one out.
You know, look, every play so far, Paul, Park has put a man in motion. And it looks like that was the play they were going to give the ball to the guy in motion. But I think the defense was in man-to-man, and the guy was following him. And I think they were hoping it was zone. So they didn't like what they saw, took a timeout. That's a good call at this point. 25-yard line, big 4th down.
Yeah, you really want to make sure you get some points here. So I don't mind that timeout at all. Let's make sure you get it right. It'd be great to get some points on your first drive of the night. 9:44 remaining in the first quarter.
Yep. It's been a great drive so far.
It has. It's stalled out a little bit. You wonder if their greatest success seemed to be with giving the ball to Hager. Let's see if they'll go back to him. Okay, so here we go. 4th down. 9:44 in the first quarter on St. Louis Park's opening drive, the opening drive of the game. Ellingson seems to be tying Hager's shoe now. Not sure what the issue is with his shoes.
Yeah, they want to look at that. Let's get that figured out. But that's what teammates do, Paul.
That's what
they
you're
take
there.
care of each other.
It's exactly right, Nate. So we've got 1 wide right, or 1 wide left, and 1 wide right. In the shotgun again, Hager in the backfield. We've got one in motion.
Oop.
Fakes the give, and he's looking for a pass. He's got a man, and it is intercepted in the end zone. Bloomington Jefferson goes down, and we'll have a touchback that'll bring it to the 20-yard line. But on a 4th down, if you weren't going to get the 1st down, it was going to be a turnover on downs anyway.
Yeah, that's not the end of the world, and, you know, the ball will come out now to the 20-yard line, so it's really better than, you know, just not completing that pass, and they're up at the 25. So that's okay.
Yeah, Bloomington is actually backed up more than if St. Louis Park simply didn't get the first down.
Yep. If he lets that drop to the ground, then they have the ball at the 25. So that's all right.
That's all right.
Not a bad first drive, able to move the ball. You know, it gets tough as you approach the red zone. Defense gets a little more compacted, a little less space.
So we got Carter Hansen at quarterback for Bloomington Jefferson. Getting word he's also a baseball player. But I assume most of these guys play multiple sports. We got to run up the middle, and St. Louis Park defense stifles him.
Yeah, nowhere to go on that, Paul. Defensive line got good push.
And we've got the starting lineups for the Jaguars. Lucas Kinsman, Noah Williams, Sawyer Vazca, Jack Stone, and Joe Smits. And you see Brock Edwards, Manny Montgomery, Hunter Burgess, Isaac Freitag, and Pierce Upong. Not sure if I'm saying that name correctly. I apologize if I'm not. It's hard to see these Jaguars numbers in that Honolulu blue.
Oh, he's a lefty.
And they've got a pass that is dropped in the backfield.
Yeah, I think if he catches that anyway, he's tackled pretty quickly, and they lose some yards. There were 3 Orioles right on him, Paul.
So we're now looking at 3rd and 9. And we've got, so you see the St. Louis Park defensive starting lineup right there. And we've got 2 guys wide left. And Jaguars maybe look poised to pass in the shotgun formation. He takes the snap, drops back, sees a man, and he overthrows him, but he had him.
Yeah, receiver was open, had a step. Could have had it, just overthrew him a little bit. All right.
And that'll bring up a 4th down for the Jaguars. They look like they are going to punt, which is the right decision at this point.
Yep, punting units out.
We've got Dvorak deep, ready to receive the punt. And we don't have much of a wind tonight, whereas last week we had a 20-mile-an-hour wind.
Well, Dvorak's got some speed, so let's see if he can get this ball with some room to make something happen.
Park should have good field position. There's the punt. It is up. It's short. And takes a St. Louis Park bounce, and they will get the ball in Jaguar territory.
Well, Dvorak's, he's averaging 29 yards a return, so I can see why you probably wouldn't want to kick it to him, but I think they were hoping for something a little further than that.
Yeah.
At least on the other side of the 50 for sure.
It is chilly out, though, and balls just don't fly as far as they do when it's cold. We got 3 wide left, 1 in motion. Ellingson is in shotgun to take the snap. He takes the snap. It's a give to Hager. He goes, crunches his way to about 3 or 4 yards. Another nice run for Hager.
It's a great run. You know, at every play, someone's going in motion, Paul, and I think you use that to kind of to see what the defense is doing, see if they're in man, see if they're in zone. But at some point, they're going to give the ball to one of those guys in the motion. They're going to have space.
We'll see. And another fake to Hager. Ellingson keeps it. He breaks a tackle, finds some room. It's a first down and more. He is down the sidelines of the 20, and he is up into about the 7 or 8 yard line, it looks like. Great play by Aaron Ellingson.
What a great call. You had the read option there where he can make a choice there, and the defensive lineman went after the running back, so he just took it. Nobody out in space, Paul. What a great run.
1st and goal for the Orioles, and let's see if they can punch one in with 8:15 left in the first quarter.
Looks like they have him right on the 10-yard line.
So Ellingson is back to receive the snap. And it's another fake to the other side. Ellingson squeezes his way down into... Well, I can't quite tell. Looks like he's down to about the 1 or 2 yard line. Another nice run for Ellingson.
Looks like the 2 yard line, Paul, and he didn't want to go down there. Here's the replay on that. Take a look at this. Another read option. He takes it, gets around the defensive end.
And it's hard to call out who made that tackle. There was a bunch of them in there.
Yeah, about 8 of them, Paul.
And we get the snap to Hager. He is met right at the line of scrimmage and is taken down by Nathan Keith.
Yeah,
nice tackle.
Maybe a yard on that.
7:30 left in the first quarter. No score yet. This is the Orioles' second possession. The Jaguars went 3 and out on their first possession. Ellingson at quarterback. Hager in the backfield. Got a man in motion. Takes the snap, and he's going to hang on to it, and he is not going to get much.
Yep, about the same spot. So what do they do here, Paul? You think they kick? They go for it?
I'd say you go for it. If you don't get it, then you got them pinned.
Yeah, and the way the defense played the last drive, that sounds pretty good too. So.
And the kicking game is tough. You know, these are not gimmies at this level. So, yeah, it looks like they're going to go for it.
They're going for it. I like it. I like the aggressive call. Go get 6. See if number 6 can get a 6, right?
And it looks like another timeout by the Orioles. That's their second timeout with 6:30 left in the first quarter.
I think they called the timeout last time on 4th down too, didn't they? And they dialed up a deep pass, so let's see what they dial up here.
For my money, I give it to Hager. He's a big, strong runner. I think he can fight his way to 2 yards. He's that kind of running back where they say if you need 3 yards, you need 1 yard, he'll get you 3. If you need 5 yards, he'll get you 3.
Get you 3. Yep. Oh yeah. Yeah, he's a big kid. He could fall in there and get it.
That's not actually true. He's had some big runs. He just tends to carry guys for a few yards no matter what.
Yeah, we need that right now.
Be nice to punch one in.
Yep, offensive line, get some movement up there. It's all about the offensive line in this spot right here, Paul. If they can get pushed, get the defenders on their heels, he can get in. But who knows what they'll do, right?
You just don't know. We got a man in motion. Ellingson ready to take the snap. Hager in the backfield, and it is a give to Hager, and he will not get in. He gets back up to about the line of scrimmage, and the Orioles stall out at near the goal line on their second possession.
You know, that was pretty good defense there for Jefferson. You know, heels on the goal line, all 4 plays. To come up with a stop there was good defense.
Very good defense, but now Jefferson's going to have their backs against the walls deep in their own territory.
Yeah, and if you're a defender for St. Louis Park, you're licking your chops here. You wanted to get to that quarterback. You wanted to get somebody behind the line of scrimmage. Offense hasn't scored points yet. Maybe the defense can score some points here, Paul.
It is always fun when you have a football score of 2-0.
Especially toward the end of baseball season here. The ball's on the 3-yard line.
Jaguars deep in their own territory. They got Carter Hansen at quarterback, takes the snap, hands it off, and he will get nowhere with that stifling Oriole defensive line.
No, I don't think he got a yard, did he, Paul?
And let's take a look here.
Nope, 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10, Jaguars backed up.
Interesting time now for a play call here. Do you run again? You haven't been able to run the ball at all yet.
They've got 3 wide. And he is brought down with a loss of a yard or so, almost a safety.
Almost
but not
a safety. Defensive player, you're enjoying this. Watch this again here, Paul. Look at this. Look at this push that the defensive line gets. He's chasing the quarterback. He has him. Ooh, the running back just gets out.
And I think that's Brock Edwards with a strong run there. That looks like a kid who's tough to take down.
Yeah, he just saved his team some points there. That was a good run because he was in trouble right away. He had that ball and he was in trouble.
So we're looking at 3rd and 12, deep in their own territory. Orioles look poised to blitz. Quarterback steps back, he throws, it is incomplete. He had a man but missed him. And that's a tough throw to make.
That's a tough throw from that spot, trying to get the ball out of your hand quick with that defensive line getting that push.
And Jaguars have no choice but to punt deep in their territory. Let's see what the Orioles can do with this.
Yep. Yeah, anytime your return man is on the good side of the 50, you know you're going to be in a good spot here.
That's right.
And if you're the punter, you're just trying not to step out of bounds there, punting from the back of the end zone.
Yeah, this is not the place you want to be as a punter. And it looks like we've got, is that Dvorak ready to receive?
Yep, he's back there again, Paul.
Low snap. The kick is up. It is high but short. And it takes a Jaguar bounce, but Dvorak receives it and gets about another 7 or 8 yards down to about the 27-yard line. And the Orioles are in great shape to punch one in. Let's see if they can do it.
Let's get some points here. Look at this. It almost blocked. He may have gotten a finger on that, Paul. I'm not sure. It looked like it. He was close. Heads-up play by Dvorak there. Nobody was going toward the ball. Grabbed it. Got 7, 8 more yards. That's good football.
It's always a little bit, I think, of a risk to grab it after it's bounced like that, but he's got some good hands, and he secured it and got him a couple extra yards.
Yeah, and I think nobody from Jefferson was around him.
Yep.
So that's a spot to make a play.
So here come the Orioles, again with great field position, and we'll see if they can actually get some points on the board this time. They have gotten close, but haven't been able to get one in. Ellingson in the shotgun. Hager in the backfield as usual.
Yeah, 3 receivers set again. They do that almost every time.
And it's a give to Hager. He turns the corner, and he is tripped up for a gain of about 2 to 3 yards. Brought down by Nathan Keith of the Jaguars on a nice tackle. And
yeah,
it'll be
good defensive play.
Looks like you only got 1. It's 2nd and 9. Tell you one thing I'm learning, Nate. I'm not very good at figuring out how many yards they get.
Yeah, that's tough ball from up here.
Ellingson ready to receive the snap. And it is a fake to Hager. He rolls out. He's in trouble. He's got a man on him. He gets away, and he throws up the pass. He's got a man in the end zone, and it's off his fingers. Well, that looked like Dvorak there, who just couldn't quite get his hands on it.
Oh, he had his man. He got away from the pressure. He threw a good ball in the corner. As you can see, this is everything you would hope to happen. What a great football play by that quarterback.
And that is a tough throw. It is right on the money.
Oh.
Let's just hope he gets another shot. Oh, and there's a flag on the play. And it looks like we got an ineligible man downfield. That'll back up the Orioles. So we'll be looking at 3rd and long.
Yeah, I didn't see who it was, Paul. That usually means a lineman came too far down the field, which can happen on plays like that when the quarterback is scrambling and linemen think, hey, maybe he's running, I'm going to go block. But if he throws it, you can't be downfield like that.
Well, and the ref saw it, and that'll back up the Orioles. So we'll be looking at 3rd and long, and we'll see what they can do to maybe, they don't have to get all of this. They seem to be, for them, maybe in 4 down territory here, but we would like to see them get a 1st down here and maybe get one into the end zone.
That'd be great.
Ellingson back to receive the snap again. Hager in the backfield again. We got a man in motion. Receives the snap. He's looking to pass, and he is nearly brought down. He's scrambling all over the place. Somehow, he's got a man, and that's a first down for the St. Louis Park Orioles. It looked like Fran Tarkenton.
Yeah, that's a highlight reel play. That's one you want on your highlight tape when you pass that around. I thought he was tackled 4 or 5 times there. Look at that. There's one guy. 77 could have had him.
And a great pass by Ellingson.
That's just perfect, Paul. Always keeping his eyes down the field, always looking for receivers.
That is Cole Ewald with the reception, with a really heads-up play to just to extend the play, try to get open and be there to catch the ball. 1st down Orioles.
He was just standing at the 1st down marker, which is right where you want him to stand.
Exactly where you want to be. Ellingson drops back to pass. He's got a man, and tough catch to make, but one you would like to make.
Yeah, it's Deontez Ross, and I think he had him. Maybe a little bit high there.
That's a tough catch. It's
tough.
high, but that's one he'd like to have.
Yeah. He wants another chance at that. He's telling coach to call his number again, give him another shot.
Yep. Deontez Ross coming off the field right now, but his number will be called again. We know that. So that brings up 2nd down and 10. 4 minutes left in the 1st quarter. Ellingson back to get the snap. And it's a give. He's going to get a couple yards there, and that was Jacob Brown, who's
Number 12, Brown on the carry for the Royals. Brought down by number 1 for the Jags.
Yeah, I think that was the first time they'd given the man in motion. They've been putting a man in motion every play, Paul.
Brings up 3rd down.
So it's 3rd down. Here we go again. Ball on about the 10-yard line. Got 3.5 minutes left in the first quarter. We've got 3 wide left, 1 wide right. Hager in the backfield, Ellingson ready in the shotgun. Takes the snap, he fakes the give to Hager, and he is running and scrambling, throws the ball, almost picked off. Oof. That was a dangerous pass.
Yeah, dangerous throw in that spot. But I feel for him because you've been down here a lot. You've had a lot of opportunities to score and haven't scored yet.
So here we go again. It is 4th and 7.
I feel like we've seen this a few times this quarter, Paul.
And I think the Orioles would really like to get one in here, although they do have the opportunity to also get a first down. So the Jaguars have to protect 2 lines here. First down marker and the goal line. Ellingson back to pass. He's looking. He's in trouble again, and he just has to throw it away. Great pressure by the Jaguars to turn over on downs, and the Jaguars will take over again deep in their own territory. 3 minutes left in the first quarter.
Yeah, this Jaguars defense, it seems like at crunch time, they play pretty well. They're keeping them out of the end zone. They're keeping them away from getting points. It's that bend, don't break kind of defense you hear a lot about, Paul.
Yeah, if you are the Jaguars, you're maybe feeling okay about yourself here. The Orioles have been knocking on the door several times, but you've been able to stop them, and no points are on the board yet.
You've taken some punches, and you're right back up here. You're right in this thing. Nobody's scored yet.
So the Jaguars take over on downs. And you've got Carter Hansen ready to receive the snap. He's under center. Takes the snap, looking to pass, finds a man, and he just throws it out in front of him a little bit too much. If he had been able to hit him in stride, he might have been able to take that for a lot of extra yards.
Yep, he had his guy right in the middle of the defenders. Maybe just a little low. Maybe a little ahead of him.
A little bit ahead of him there, yeah. So it's 2nd down for the Jags. 3 minutes to go for the first quarter.
Well, the Jefferson team's not afraid to throw the ball, Paul.
No, they are not.
First down, they're throwing the ball.
Takes the snap, hands it off, and he will get about a yard or 2. Didn't see who he handed off to. But that'll bring up another long 3rd down for the Jags.
Yeah, it looks like Brock Edwards on the carry there, Paul.
33 on the carry. Brought down by Townsend for the Orioles. Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long for the Jags, 3rd and 7 to go. Deep in their own territory again. Let's see if the Orioles can stop them. And back to pass. He finds his man, and it's picked off. And they're going to call him down, but that is an interception. Orioles ball on about the 20-yard line.
I think that's Dvorak, isn't it? Yeah, he just made up for that drop in the end zone. He drops it here. He makes up for it, catches out a knee, so the ball's down in high school. But what a play.
Great play. He read it, he saw it, he got his hands on it, and like you said, he hung on to this one. Way to go, Dvorak.
Yeah, we need some points here. We've been on this side of the field this whole quarter.
2:25 left in the first quarter, so we might get to the other side in the next quarter.
In the next quarter, we might make it.
So it's should be 1st and 10 for the Orioles. We've got 3rd and 7 on the sign, on the scoreboard. Ellingson back to pass. He's got time. He's not finding anybody. He lets it go and throws it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, he had a lot of time there, but at some point you got to make a decision. He was about to get hit. Just throw it away. Live to play another down.
It looked like the Jags defender was real hesitant to tackle him.
Yeah, he could have closed out a little bit more.
Couldn't quite get there, but that stuff is always harder than it looks. So 2nd and 10 for the Orioles. Ball on the 21-yard line. 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. And Ellingson gives to Hager, and there goes Hager, muscling his way up. And Hager's going to score a touchdown for the Orioles.
There he goes, Paul. I'm not sure he got touched. What a great play call.
It's It's a great play call. Hager's had a lot of success. They hadn't gone to him in quite a bit, and there he goes.
Yeah, I think the first hand on him is when he gets in the end zone, Paul. When you have that many receivers, 3 wide receivers, the middle of the field can be open if you can get past that first level, and he did.
Great run for Hager. He had 3 touchdowns last week, and now he's in the first quarter this week, protecting the ball. Great speed, great power. Way to go, Park.
There we go. Lining up for the extra point.
And it is good. So the Orioles take a 7-0 lead with 2:11 left in the first quarter.
Yeah, that's big, Paul. That was the 4th trip inside, almost the 20-yard line there. If you don't come away with some points, I think the coaches' halftime would be interesting in that locker room, Paul.
It very well could be. It's also frustrating for the players. Now you've got some real wind in your sails, and the Orioles will be ready to kick off to the Jaguars, who have not been able to get anything going offensively, but have played an okay game defensively.
Yeah, and defensively, when your team scores, you get a little bit motivated here. So I'm excited to see St. Louis Park's defense come out. They have to be happy someone scored.
Absolutely. And I do like the way the Orioles have been kind of mixing it up. Hager has had a lot of success, but you can't go to him every play. And they mixed it up pretty well, and then at the right moment gave to Hager, and he powered the ball right into the end zone for an Orioles touchdown.
Yeah, great play calling. And like you said, they hadn't gone to that one in a while. Go to it, score. Is that Manny Montgomery deep?
Looks like it. Thomas Moot, the boot, ready to kick for the Orioles.
Did you just come up with that, Paul?
And it is a bobbled reception, and he will be down at about the 20-yard line.
Yeah, it was that Isaac free tag there. I think sometimes you get a ball like that, and it's hard. It's bouncing like we talked about earlier, and you want to make a play. Sometimes you look up before you secure it. But they didn't lose it. No harm.
No harm done there at all. That is a tough ball. It is skidding off of a cold, hard field. It's just a hard one to handle, but he covered it well.
He covered it well. And, this turf, if you haven't played on this kind of turf, it can get a little slick.
So it's 1st and 10 for the Jaguars. 2 minutes left in the first quarter. It's maybe the best field position they've had. And he drops back to pass. It's complete to number 3.
That's Manny Montgomery.
And he doesn't give much else, but picks up a couple of yards.
Yeah, and I think just completing a pass there, Paul, can kind of make you feel like you can get some momentum. I think that's the first completion. Got 5 yards.
And 5 yards, not bad. And if the Jags can find some rhythm here, I could see them moving the ball up the field.
Yeah.
They, like you said, they are not afraid to pass. So we've got Hansen ready to take the snap under center. And he takes the snap, hands it off to, and he will muscle his way to a couple of yards, close to a first down, but not quite there.
Yeah, that's Brock Edwards, and he's a pretty strong runner. He's only a sophomore, Paul. So to be that physical, to run that hard as a sophomore, this guy's got a couple good years ahead of him for this Jefferson
Looks
squad.
like it. And they did get the first down. That'll be the Jaguars' first down of the game. They are moving the chains, Nate.
Yep, for the first time they're moving the chains. Another St. Louis Park guy having trouble with the shoelaces here.
Not sure what that's about. So the Jags getting a little bit of life in them.
Look at the linebacker coming up here. I think we got a blitz coming from.
Hansen under center, drops back for a quick pass, finds his man, and he's going to pick up about another 5 yards, and that is complete to number 16, Hunter Burgess. So the Jaguars definitely moving the ball here.
They're moving the ball. Carter Hansen, he's getting the ball out of his hand quick, Paul. He's not letting the defensive pressure get to him. He's getting it out, usually a 3-step drop, getting it out. And they're moving the ball.
35 seconds left in the quarter. Hansen is under center. We've got 3 wide left, man in motion. And it's a pitch. And he finds some space, makes a nice run, gets a Jefferson first down, and again, that is Brock Edwards with another strong run.
He's a good runner, Paul. He's low to the ground, tough to tackle. Usually the first guy who hits him isn't the guy who gets him down. You have to group tackle this guy.
So the Jags moving the ball nicely here with 13 seconds left in the quarter. Getting some life underneath him, takes the snap. It's another give to Edwards, and he muscles his way to a good 6 or 7 yards. and that'll be the end of the first quarter.
They're getting some momentum here. This drive, they do not look like the team we've seen the previous drives, Paul. But that's what happened. You get a couple first downs, get some momentum. Offensive line feels good. Get some push.
That brings us to the end of the quarter.
And then really, this game seemed like it was sort of dominated by the Orioles until now. The Jags are only down 7-0. They're moving the ball. Looks like we got a good game ahead of us.
Yeah, if you're the Jags, you feel pretty good. They've had 4 trips almost inside the red zone, only to give up 7 points. You have to be feeling pretty good. They're moving the ball here. This is the first time they've been on the other half of the 50. So now they're starting to attack a little bit. They have an opportunity here. If they can come away with some points here, they're going to feel really good.
Absolutely. And if you're the Orioles right now, you just want to kind of get yourself together and find that tough defense that they had in the Jags' first couple of possessions. But at the same time, the Jags are throwing the ball better and they're catching the ball better right now than they were in their first couple of possessions.
Yeah, and that's helpful when guys catch the ball for you as a quarterback. You're getting the ball out quick. Guys make plays. It builds. And now the Orioles are defending their half of the field for the first time.
So here we go. It is 2nd and 6 for the Bloomington Jefferson Jaguars. Ball on the 49-yard line. And it's the beginning of the second quarter here in St. Louis Park. Hansen under center, takes the snap. It's a pitch to Edwards again, and he will get maybe a yard, but it looks like almost no gain.
Yeah, good defense there. Good push up front from the defensive line.
3rd and 4.
This is a big 3rd down, Paul.
This is huge. Let's see if the Orioles can make a stop. We've got Hansen ready to take the snap. 2 in the backfield. Oh no, that was Hansen in shotgun. He throws the ball and it is dropped. And number 2, I think
that's Matt Thompson. Matt Thompson, the attended receiver there. I think, if you're Carter, you're just wanting guys to start making some more plays. He's getting the ball out quick. He's getting it. Some of those balls are catchable. Again, it's not easy. It's cold. Defenders are barreling down on you, so I get that. But I think, he needs his teammates to help him out a little bit.
Absolutely. It's now 4th down and 4 to go. Ball on the 49-yard line. We'll see if the Orioles can turn it over on downs. Oh, no, they're punting.
Yep, they're punting.
My goodness, where are my eyes?
That's all right, Paul. That's a high snap.
Takes the snap, boots it. It's a nice kick. And it takes, we'll call that an Oriole bounce, out of bounds at about the 26-yard line or so.
Yeah, that was a good punt. I think that punter needed that because he'd had a couple that hadn't been so great. That's a good one there at the 25. It just took an Oriole bounce.
So the Orioles do make the big stop. Jefferson had a nice drive going, but comes up, it's stalling out at midfield, and it'll be Oriole ball at the 25-yard line, 1st and 10 to go.
Yeah, overall that was a good defensive series for the Oriole defense. Gave up a few first downs, but in the end you stopped them, made them punt. Now you have the ball, 25-yard line.
And you can move the ball if you're the Orioles.
Yep.
So we got Ellingson in the backfield and Hager. All right, ready to in the shotgun. Hager in the backfield, and it is a give to Hager, and he runs into traffic and maybe picks up a couple of yards. Again, he just does not go down easy.
No, he's not easy to tackle, and usually one guy doesn't do it. He's coming off here on the right, running right tackle. You see the guard there pulling on the right. Guard just can't quite get pushed. Guy gets him, brings him down.
So it'll be 2nd and 8 for the Orioles. Ellingson again in the shotgun. Takes the snap, and it is another give to Hager, and Hager finds a couple of yards.
Yeah, going to be a 3rd down and 5 here. Interesting down and distance. Hager can get 5.
He absolutely could, and they've got options. So it looks like 3rd and 7.
Yeah, we got 4 receivers here, Paul. It's pretty spread out.
4 receivers set. Ellingson getting some signals from the sidelines. In the shotgun with Hager in the backfield, 4 receivers set. Takes the snap, he's looking to pass, he's got some protection, but he's wrapped up and down he goes for a sack with a And that'll lose some yards, and it'll bring up 4th down, and the Orioles will have to punt.
Yeah, I think you got a punt here. And I didn't see, Paul, if that was the defensive line that got the pressure or if they brought a blitz. If they brought some extra guys in here, he didn't have a shot.
It looked for a moment like he was going to have some time, but then that was Pierce Opong. I'm not sure how to say his name with the tackle there. Real nice tackle.
Well, and we'd seen him like dance out of those already, quite a bit tonight. So it's surprising to see him go down, and now, your quarterback looks like he's the one punting too.
Yep, yes, Ellington does some punting, so he's back to receive the punt. And it's a nice kick, and it is received. And he's got some running room, and he's still going, and gets up to about the 42, 43-yard line. And the Jaguars have good field position here with 9:15 to go in the first half.
Yeah, that was Matt Thompson. That's a good return. He's the one, he dropped that ball on the last 3rd down. So for him, to be able to get it, have a good return like that, set his team up in Oriole territory to start the drive, that's right where you want to be. 9:15, absolutely enough time for them to do something here.
Ball on the 44-yard line. It must have gone down earlier than I thought. Ball on the 44-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Jags. 9:15 to go in the second quarter. And Carter Hansen is under center. Takes the snap. Hands it off. And we've got about a 4 to 5 yard pickup. For Bertrand on the carry.
Yeah, and Townsend with a nice tackle there.
Yeah, he looked like he could have gotten more, but Townsend with a nice tackle to stop him, and that brings up 2nd and 7. And Hansen will go into the shotgun, and it's a give. And nothing there. He gets wrapped up. He's trying to keep going, but the Orioles stick with him. And that's a nice stop by the Orioles.
That's a nice stop. Look like forward progress. They'll give him to the 41. Hard runner, though. Didn't want to go down again. We see a lot of guys not wanting to go down tonight.
These guys are all playing hard. That brings up a long 3rd down, and that's partly why that's such a big play. If he picks up 3 or 4 yards, then you're looking at 3rd and short, which is very different than a 3rd and 7.
Yeah, you can do a lot of different things that, 3rd and 4 is different than 3rd and 7 when you look at your playbook.
So Hansen in the shotgun again. Bobbles the snap, fakes a throw, and he's got a man. He's open, and he drops the ball, and that would have been a huge play for the Jaguars. But he drops the pass. It was right there, about at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, that was intended for Matt Thompson. He, the pump fake there, he got the defender, about 30 feet in the air. It looks like a pretty good ball. Sometimes you just take your eye off the ball and you look at the defender, Paul.
Yeah, you hear those feet coming.
Yep, those footsteps are loud.
So we've got a 4th and 7. Jaguars going for it. I like the call. Hansen shouting out signals.
Well, they might be trying to draw him off sides, Paul. They may not actually go for this with that kind of hard count, but maybe. Let's see what happens here.
In the shotgun, and he's going to punt.
He does punt it.
And it is out of bounds at about the...
Punt goes out of bounds.
Looks like
Where's he stopping?
Yeah, he's still going. I don't know. He looks like maybe the 22, 23.
Wow.
The 23-yard line, so...
First down, Orioles.
It's like a 17, 18-yard punt, Paul.
Seems to me like a good spot for the Orioles.
Yeah, I think you'll take that every time. And I wonder if Jefferson's going to be regretting that call. If they just line up normal punt situation, you might be able to pin him a little bit deeper than that. But they snap the ball. They do that quick kick and only net 18 yards.
Yeah, they were trying to pin him in the corner there, and it just didn't work. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Orioles, 7:50 to go in the first half. Ball on the 23-yard line. Ellingson in the shotgun, drops back to pass. He's looking downfield. Shifts to his right, doesn't see anybody, just gets out of bounds. Picks up maybe a couple of yards.
Yeah, I'd say about 3 yards there, I think, Paul. That's a good play. He had some guys that he maybe could have thrown to, but at that point, you don't really want to take that risk. Throw it across your body. Minnesota fans, we've seen Brett Favre do things like that, throwing across your body.
Why'd you have to bring that up, Nate? So it is 2nd down. for the Orioles. 7 to go. 7 yards to go. Also 7 minutes and 40 seconds left in the half. And it's a high snap.
Ooh.
Gets away from Ellingson. He hangs onto it, but he's in trouble, and he's just got to throw the ball away.
That could have been a disaster, Paul.
That could have been a disaster, and it was great hands on Ellingson to actually not let the ball hit the ground.
Yeah, that snap over his head just gets his fingertips on it. Able to corral it. Able to not go down and throw it away, not lose any yards.
So it's 3rd and 7. Ball on the 26-yard line. Four receivers set. Ellingson in the shotgun. Hager in the backfield. Takes the snap, and it's a give to Hager. He comes around the corner, and Hager is running, and he will get the first down.
Got the first down. That was a great run, Paul. Usually they run him to the right. This time they go left. It's that read option again. He sees the guy crashing down, gives it to the running back. First down.
And that's a big first down for the Orioles. It gets you just out of your territory a little bit more. You got a whole new set of downs ready to go here, and maybe they can put together a nice long drive.
That's right.
1st and 10, ball on the 36-yard line. Ellingson takes the snap, drops back. He's looking. He's got some time, but now he's got to scramble. There's a flag down on the play. He throws it deep to... And did he catch it, or was he out of bounds?
I think he threw that to Aaron Ellingson, but I think he caught it out of bounds, Paul. And I think there was a penalty. Looks like a hold on the Orioles.
So regardless, whether he caught it or not, they'll be coming back, and the Orioles will back up a little bit.
Yeah, if you're an offensive lineman, that's just a long time to block somebody. So, quarterback's running around, you're trying to block. It gets difficult, easy to get grabby there.
Dvorak on the reception. Looks like he got a foot down. But the Orioles are moving backwards.
It's a big penalty, Paul.
That's a big penalty.
You go from the 29-yard line down to the 19 here.
So we're looking at 2nd down.
Well, I think it's 1st and 20.
Oh, it's still first. Yes, 1st down and 28 to go.
1st and 28, Paul.
That's a long way. That's a lot of real estate to cover.
Well, you don't got to get it all in one play.
Ellingson trying to scramble, finds nothing, and he is brought down, and that'll back him up a little bit more, it looks like. So the Orioles moving backwards, 2nd and 31.
This is not where you want to be. There's not a lot of plays in the playbook for this. Just try to get some yards, maybe make 3rd down a manageable distance here.
Ellingson in the shotgun, 4 receivers. Hager in the backfield, getting some signals from the sideline. Takes the snap, quick pass, and to number 14, who picks up a few yards, but they still got a long way to go.
Yeah, Deontez Ross.
That was Deontez Ross.
Now, there was a fumble, or at least Jefferson thinks so, but the officials look like they're giving it. They're keeping it here. Nice little inside play, so you got these 2 blockers ahead of you, but he was down, I think, Paul.
Looked like he was down. So that brings up a long 3rd down for the Orioles. And we've got a timeout on the field. Jaguars take their first timeout. 5 minutes and 49 seconds left in the first half. 7-0 Orioles here in St. Louis Park. And the Orioles are in a little bit of a sticky wicket here with a 3rd and 22 to go with the ball on the 25-yard line.
Yeah, 3rd and 22. Not a lot of plays for this.
They're going to have to find a man open downfield.
Yeah, and you also want to be careful with the ball. You don't want to turn it over here with 5:40 left on your half of the field. So it'll be interesting to see if they go conservative and just try to get some more yards for the punter, or if the coach calls something a little bit aggressive here. I feel like you could call something aggressive with the way the defense is playing.
I think you're right, yeah. I mean, Jefferson had a nice drive that stalled out in their last drive, but yeah, get some confidence in your defense. Let's see what they go with. We got a 4-receiver set. Hager in the backfield. And Ellingson in the shotgun. 3rd and 22, ball on the 25-yard line. 5:49 to go in the second half. Ellingson takes the snap, drops back. He's looking. He's got a man downfield, but he doesn't see him. And now he throws to Deontay Ross. He makes the catch, but he will be short of the first down.
Yeah, I think he's well short. Good play. Had a lot of time again.
He did, and he had Ross earlier than that and didn't quite see him.
Yeah, he's dropping back pretty far here. He's retreating and making this. I mean, nice throw there.
Nice throw.
Nice throw and catch.
And a nice tackle as well to not allow him to get any more yards. So it's 4th and 13.
Give your punter 8 more yards.
Ellingson back to punt. And it's almost blocked. It's a high spiral punt that takes us. St. Louis Park bounce and it's recovered by St. Louis Park. Receiver bobbled it, and it's St. Louis Park ball on about the 35-yard line, and that's a huge break for the Orioles.
That's a big play. If you watch it here in the replay, Paul, look at it. It looks like the 2 returners don't know who's going to get it. They kind of look at each other. You see this in baseball a lot. 2 guys in the outfield not sure who's going to take it. He's not going to sure take it. Hits him. St. Louis Park ball.
And that looks like Deontay Ross on the recovery.
A busy couple plays there.
He sure did. He's coming off the field, taking a little break.
Yeah,
Gets a pat on the back.
Well-deserved break for him there.
So it's 1st and 10 for the Orioles. Ball on the 34-yard line. 4 minutes and 59 seconds. We'll call it 5 minutes left in the first half.
Wow, that's a heck of a break for the Orioles here, Paul.
Big break for the Orioles and a big blow for the Jaguars, who've been trying to get something going. Defense makes a stop, and then here they are with the Orioles marching toward their end zone. Ellingson takes the snap. It's a give to Hager. Hager finds a hole and picks up about 7-8 yards. Still going.
Yeah, and that defense, that they just thought they got off the field, and now here they are back. And, football's 3 phases. Offense, defense, special teams. Make a play in special teams. Good things can happen for your offense, or put your defense back on the field when they're already maybe a little bit tired.
So Hager picks up 5 yards. It's 2nd and 5. 4.5 minutes left in the first half. Orioles would love to make a nice long drive here to the end zone.
Yeah, look how they got this 4-receiver set, but they're bunched this time, Paul, down here on the right.
4-receiver set. Ellingson in the shotgun. Hager in the backfield. Takes the snap. He's drops back. He looks. He's got a man downfield, and it's a catch, and it's a touchdown.
Paul.
He bobbled the ball, but he hung on to a touchdown, Orioles.
Wow, what a great throw. What a great catch.
I believe that was Cole Ewald with the touchdown.
Yep.
Great focus on his part. It looked to me like he bobbled it. Let's see what we got here.
Oh, defender gets his hand in there, rips it out, pops it up, he catches it. That's his first touchdown of the season, Paul.
Well, that's an exciting touchdown. The great defense to pop the ball out, but even better focus on Ewald to hang on to it.
Yeah, what a great catch. And, that was one play after that botched punt. So making a mistake in special teams really hurt Jefferson.
The extra point. Kick is up, and it is good.
That's a good kicker there.
That's a nice kick. I don't know why they're not kicking it more.
Yeah, I don't know why he's not kicking with the Vikings right now.
Why would we ever want to do that to him?
Yeah,
kicking for the Vikings is a curse.
Yeah, you don't want that. He's too good.
So 4 minutes left in the first half. The Orioles are up 14-0 on the Bloomington Jefferson Jaguars, who have played a nice game but have had a hard time just really getting anything going offensively. And we'll see if they can put something together with 4 minutes left to go.
Yeah, that last minute for Jefferson was not a good minute, Paul.
It was not.
You force a punt, you botch it, the next play, a touchdown. You're not going to feel good going into halftime, but there's still time here for Jefferson. If they put a good drive together, see if they can get some points, even if it's 3 before halftime. Coach will feel a little bit better in the locker room.
Absolutely. There is a lot of football left to be played. And it looks like we're getting a new football in. Last week, we had to have holders on the kickoff because the wind was so strong. Football was falling right over.
Yeah, much nicer today, Paul.
It's a lot more comfortable for this crowd out here today. There were some faithful Orioles fans here last week. So we've got Moot back to boot. And we've got 4 guys back for the Jags to receive. Kick is low but long. And that ball is bobbled, but he hangs onto it, runs up to about the 20. He's got some room, but then he is met with a huge tackle at about the 30-yard line.
I think that's Jack Townsend there, and that is a big hit. What a great hit there.
Because he had a head of steam going, and he just wrapped him up and took him down.
Yeah, and he almost lost the ball there, too. When you get hit that hard sometimes, it's hard to hold on to the football.
So it's 1st and 10 for the Jags. 4 minutes to go in the first half. Ball at the 30-yard line.
Well, and this is enough time now, and this field position is such where if St. Louis Park can get the ball back, they got a chance to get some more points here, which I think they would love, especially after those first 3 drives of the game not getting anything.
So let's see if the Jags can get something going here in the first half. They'd love to get some points on the board. The O's would love to stop them. Hansen back, receives the snap, and it's a handoff to Brock Edwards again, and this time he doesn't get much of anywhere.
He doesn't get anywhere. He also doesn't go down. He looks like he's difficult to bring down, but did you see there were 3 defensive players on him immediately after getting that ball? He's not going anywhere with 3 Orioles on him.
So they lose 2 on the play. It's 2nd down and 12. Hansen in the shotgun, 3 receivers set. Looks like Edwards in the backfield, a quick pass, and it is caught, and he will take that ball for a Jaguar first down to about the 45-yard line. I didn't see who caught it.
Yeah, that was Manny Montgomery. Nice play by him. That was a great catch and run. First down, move the chains. This is what Jefferson wants.
The Orioles wrapping up nicely, but Manny's just a strong runner with that ball. Picks up the Jags first down. And we got another shoe that needs to be tied. I believe that's our 3rd or 4th of the game. I'm not sure what's going on.
We may need to move to Velcro somewhere. Is he tying the official shoe? I can't quite. He's tying his own here on the monitor here. We can see him tying his own. We may need to look at that. The equipment guy at halftime may need to take a look at the shoelace situation. Doesn't seem to be affecting the team much, though, with a 14-0 lead here, Paul.
Absolutely not. 3 minutes to go in the first half. Carson takes the snap. It's the give to Edwards, who muscles his way to a yard or so, maybe 2.
Man, they are feeding him the rock. He's getting a lot of work this evening, Paul. That's got to be his 10th, 12th carry already.
Yep. And did he not get anywhere, actually? 2nd and 10.
It's a lot of work to...
He's the kind of runner, though, that can just wear you down eventually.
Yep.
So it's 2nd and 10, 3 minutes to go in the first half. Jags looking to get something going here. Carson in the shotgun takes the snap. He's looking to throw. He finds a man. He throws deep, and it is overthrown, almost intercepted. And that looks like, I'm trying to call his number, but I don't see him. But almost had something.
Yeah, is that Daryl Kemp on that play? Looks like he had a shot at it, just a little bit out of his reach there. Jefferson took a shot, though.
They took a shot. It did look to me, though, as one of those where if he didn't overthrow him, it probably would have been picked off.
Yeah, you know, throw it to where only your guy can catch it, and if your guy can't catch it, nobody can. That's all right. Live to play another down.
So the Jags, again, looking to get something going here. It's 3rd and 9, 2:55 to play in the first half. Carson in the shotgun, finds a man, a quick pass, and it is caught for a Jags first down, picks up a couple extra yards.
That's Manny Montgomery again, Paul. That's becoming his safety valve. I think on every 3rd down, at least the last couple, that's who he's looking to Montgomery, secure the catch, run a little bit after. And again, moving the chains. 2 minutes, 47 seconds left. There's a lot of time here, Paul.
So the Jags looking to get something going here, and they have something going. Carson will now move under center. First down and 10, ball on the 41-yard line, 2.5 minutes left in the first half. And it's a pitch to Edwards, and Edwards running east and west doesn't really get much.
No, I think he lost a few yards there, Paul. Every defender stayed home. They stayed in their lanes. The pursuit was great. He might have lost 3-4 yards there, Paul. Good tackle and wrapping him up.
So it's 2nd and long for the Jaguars. 14-0 Orioles, and about 2 minutes left to go in the first half.
Yeah, he lost 5 yards on that play, Paul.
Carter Hansen back in the shotgun. Edwards in the backfield with him. 3 receivers set. takes the snap, finds a quick pass to
Manny
Manny
Montgomery.
again, and he escapes a tackle, but is met again and brought down for what looks like might be a Jaguars first down.
Yeah, the Orioles are celebrating like he fumbled, but I think he was down, Paul. But second and long, who does he go to? He goes to Manny Montgomery. I think, maybe the defenders might not want to give him so much space off the line of scrimmage there next time. He's the guy.
And let's see if he did drop it.
Well,
It looks like he did.
I don't think they have challenge flags in high school.
No,
though.
they do
Paul?
not.
Can they throw that?
Thanks be to God for that.
So we'll keep moving along.
We'll keep moving along, yes. Jaguars have something going here. Ball on the 30-yard line, 1st and 10 to go. Minute and a half left to go in the first half.
This is a good drive here by
Jaguars still with
Jaguars.
2 timeouts, I believe, so they've got some time.
Yep, 2 timeouts, Paul.
And Carson looks, and he finds, is that Manny again?
No, that's a different receiver, Paul. That's Seth. That looks like Seth Krakow there. That's his first catch of the night.
Didn't get much there, and that'll keep the clock moving, and it looks like timeout on the field.
Yep. Timeout Jefferson. You got to stop the clock there.
Absolutely you do. You've got 2 timeouts left. That's a good one to take. 1 minute and 8 seconds left in the first half. Jaguars have something going here. Looking to get some points on the board in the first, going into halftime. The Orioles looking to stop them, and we'll see what they can come up with.
Yeah, we'll see what the defensive call here is for the Orioles. I know if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm making sure I don't let Manny Montgomery get the ball. I'm doing whatever I can to keep the ball away from that kid. That's where they're going. He's the safety valve. He's the one making the plays. If you're the Orioles, you want to keep the ball out of his hands.
And he is so quick when he catches the ball. He almost always gets yards after the catch, whether there's a guy on him or not.
Yep. That's just that extra weapon. Not only can he catch it, but he can do something afterwards, which makes him really dangerous.
So here we are on a brisk but not too cold Wednesday evening in St. Louis Park. It's MEA weekend, a famous weekend for school kids all throughout the state. They always get these couple of days off, so we're playing Wednesday night lights tonight instead of Friday night lights here in the regular season finale.
That's awesome, Paul. And I don't know if you know this, but there's no MEA next year. Did you know that? For real. You think
Now
I'm
you're just
joking?
making stuff
No,
up.
there's no MEA next year. There's a year off. It wasn't in the contract, and that I heard that today. You just heard it here first.
That's fake news by Nate Larson. Shotgun formation. Hansen ready back, take the snap. He's looking to pass.
He's looking at
And
Montgomery.
he is in trouble. He is wrapped up. And that looks like Stadler on the sack for a big loss and a huge play for the Orioles.
Number 10, Stadler.
That was a big.
And it looks like Hansen might be hurt.
Yeah, he went down hard, Paul. Look, if you watch here, he gets brought down hard, hits his head there at the end. That's
he's
no
all
good.
right.
Trainer's coming out.
You hate to see that.
No, you don't like seeing that at all.
So it's a clean hit. Stadler trying to force a fumble. And you can only imagine that the injury here might be to the head, the way he hit his head on the ground. It looks like Hansen's going to have to come out.
Yep.
Because we need to make sure that he's okay more than anything else.
Absolutely. Walking off the field in his own power is usually a good first sign. But they'll make sure that everything's okay up there.
And we hope that it is. We'd love to see him back out on the field if he's all right.
Yeah, he's fun to watch.
He is.
It's not often you see, a lefty gunslinger kind of running around, slinging it across the field. Looks like Steve Young out there a little bit. And Manny Montgomery's been looking like Jerry Rice out there, at least in this second quarter.
So we have a new quarterback in for the Jaguars. Looks like Ben Losi. Not sure if I'm saying his name right correctly. If I'm not, I apologize.
This is a tough spot for a backup quarterback. 3rd and 21.
39 seconds to play. It's a give, and the Jaguars running up the field, getting some yards back down to about the 33-yard line, and they call another timeout.
Yeah, that was a pretty good play call there. If you watch it, the delayed draw, he looks like he may throw it. This guy might block, hands it to him, delays it a little bit, lets the receivers get down, defenders get back a little bit, get some yards, give you some space. I mean, you got some time here to run 2 more plays, maybe.
Got 30 seconds left. No more timeouts for Bloomington, I believe.
Nope.
So you got 30 seconds left. They're going to have to throw, and you got your backup quarterback in there. So it's a difficult situation. Maybe you can even just get enough yards to get a field goal.
Yep.
But if you're going to throw, you're going to probably have to throw toward the sideline.
Yeah, you're going to have to get out of bounds.
With only 30 seconds left here in the first half.
Yeah, teams practice this, Paul, so it'll be interesting to see what they do, because you can get a couple plays off in 30 seconds if you do it right. Now, the St. Louis Park defense, especially that defensive line, is going to want to end this thing right now. Let the clock run out, see if they can get a sack, stop the running back early.
So we have Ben Losi, I think I'm saying his name correctly, in for the Bloomington Jefferson Jaguars. Hansen went out with what appears to be a head injury. Hopefully he's okay. Losi back to pass. He's in trouble. He gets away, skirts to his right, finds a man open, and he drops the ball. And that's another drop pass for the Bloomington Jefferson Jaguars.
Yep, intended receiver there was Isaac Freitag. He had him. I think, he catches that. He probably gets tackled in bounds, and that could end it there with the time. But looks like it hit him in the hands.
Hit him right in the hands. He maybe had a shot at getting out of bounds. 23 seconds left in the first half. Jaguars not giving up. They want to punch that ball in. They want to get into the halftime 14-7 and see if they can do that. Ball about on the 33-yard line.
Yeah, they've been in this spot before, and they did that little tricky punt thing, Paul. And it looks like...
Well, that was fourth down.
That was fourth down. We're great announcers.
Right. We've got some work to do, Nate. Ellingson takes the snap. It's a give to Hager, protecting the ball. Still up, turns the corner, and he is still dancing on the sideline. Gets down to about the, looks like the 47-yard line. He'll be called out. 14 seconds left.
Well, did he get out of bounds there, Paul?
He must have stepped out because they they placed the ball further back than where he was taken.
That's true. His forward progress went further, so that's good because that stops the clock.
Steps out right there.
That stops the clock as well. You still have a timeout. 14 seconds of timeout.
And the Orioles are going for it. They got a 3-receiver set here.
Go get some points.
Ellingson in the backfield, looking to see if they can make something happen. 14 seconds left to go. Ellingson drops back, moves up in the pocket. He's going to hang on to it, looking for the sideline. He gets out of bounds, and there's a flag on the play.
There is a flag.
7 seconds remaining.
Most often a flag there is probably a hold, but we'll have to see what they call here, Paul.
And you got to believe if this is a hold, you just take a knee and going to halftime.
Yeah.
Feeling good about yourselves up 14-0.
Yeah, and you don't want to risk. There's already been a high snap. You don't want to risk something crazy happening. We haven't seen the call yet from the official. Yep, it is the hold.
And that is a hold on the Orioles.
Yeah, I think you take a knee here, Paul.
So
You're moved back in your own territory.
Back them up. We're looking at a long first down, but the down doesn't really matter when there's 7.5 seconds left.
Oh, they're marching this thing back.
So it'll be Orioles ball on the 34-yard line. 1st and 20 to go.
Yep.
And they take the knee, and that'll bring us into halftime with the Orioles up 14-0. A great first half for the St. Louis Park Orioles. And we'll see what we have in store the second half. Nate and I promise to be better about knowing what down it is.
Yeah, we will know who has the ball in the second half.
14, Jefferson, 0.
Oops. Uh-oh.
Get on top of it before they do. Every 24 minutes, tipped furniture or a falling TV sends an injured child to the emergency room. Preventing tip-over incidents is easy, inexpensive, and only takes 5 minutes. Learn how to secure your furniture and TVs to protect children at anchorit.gov.
Welcome back to St. Louis Park for the second half of the St. Louis Park Orioles against the Bloomington Jefferson Jaguars, with St. Louis Park up 14-0 as we head into the third quarter. A little injury update. We did see number 7, Carter Hansen, quarterback, throwing on the sideline, so hopefully he'll be back out for the Jaguars after he went out with an injury late in the second quarter. Nate?
Yeah, that's great news, Paul, because that hit was a little bit scary that took him out there at the end of the first half. So to see him up, throwing the football, moving around, that's good news, and also exciting just for the second half. Good football player. He was starting to throw the ball well, starting to move the ball a little bit, so having him go out could have been bad, but he's back now. We think.
He does appear to be back. If I recall, Bloomington Jefferson will receive the kick here in the second half. And we're looking forward to a good second half, 14-0. The Orioles have pretty much dominated, but it's closer than maybe it feels, and it wouldn't take much for the Jaguars to get back into this.
No, a good drive here, get some points on the board. They're back in this game. This first series, I think, is good for the Orioles to set the tone on defense, get a quick stop, get the ball back, and start to just reassert the dominance that we saw in the first half.
So here we go. We're just about set to start the third quarter of the regular season finale, St. Louis Park Orioles against the Bloomington Jefferson Jaguars. Moot is ready, back to boot. And boot, we're off. It's a squib kick on the ground. And it sneaks by the guys downfield, and they just fall on it at about the 14-yard line.
Yeah, you know, that's the second kick, once on a punt, once on the kickoff, that those two just can't, they seem to get their wires crossed, can't decide who's going to pick it up. That time just goes right between them, you know, heads up play to dive on it, but, you know, you'd have an opportunity to return the ball a little bit on a squib kick like that. But instead, you're starting the drive inside your 20. That's another special teams mistake for Jefferson.
Absolutely. So here we go. It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 14-yard line for the Jaguars. And it looks like Hansen is back out to start the third quarter, and that is good news.
Yeah, that's good news, Paul. That's what a great sign.
So Hansen in the shotgun, man in motion, takes the snap, hands the ball off. He turns the corner, and he is headed upfield and picks up about 5 yards.
That's Manny Montgomery again. He was the guy at the end of the first half they kept throwing to, and now they're giving it to him any way that they can. For a guy like that who's big and he's fast and he's strong, I think they're just going to feed that guy the whole second half, which I would do.
Absolutely. He's long and athletic and has a quick first step. 2nd down and 3 to go. Hansen in the shotgun formation again, and Brock Edwards in the backfield. Takes the snap, looks to pass, pump fakes, and he is brought down for a sack and a big loss, and that is Tony Stadler.
That's a big play. Good defensive pressure. If you look, he just looked at Manny Montgomery, looked that way. Great coverage. That's what we call a coverage sack, Paul.
Absolutely, and that's a big loss for the Jaguars. It's going to bring them back to 3rd and 10, and that's a long 10 when you're this deep in your own territory.
Yep, and this is a lot what the first half looked like. Great defense by the Orioles, not letting them move much. Force a punt here, get great field position. We got a blitzer coming up.
And he takes a snap of the shotgun, looks to pass, doesn't see it, moves up in the pocket, runs over, and he is brought down with little to no gain. And didn't see who brought him down there, but that's another nice defensive play, bringing up 4th and long for the Jaguars, and they'll have to punt.
That's Demarion Caston with a great play there, great athletic play. He looks like if he doesn't get him there, he has some room, could maybe get the first down here. Paul, check it out here on the replay. If he doesn't get him here, I think he has some space to move. He gets past that first blitzer. Yep, wraps him up.
That's a great tackle right there. 4th down and long. Jaguars set to punt in their own end zone here at the beginning of the third quarter. Snap is there, but there is a flag on the play. Looks like maybe a false start, which will back up the Jaguars even more.
Yeah, it's one of those plays where, you know, the defensive line's pointing at the offensive line. They're pointing at each other. We'll see what happens here. But you're right, Paul. False start backs him up. If I'm that punter, he's been in that end zone a lot more than he wants to be.
That is not where you want to be kicking from. But we've seen Bloomington Jefferson has held this relatively close, all things considered. So here they go. They don't get much going on their first possession in the third quarter.
Is that Dvorak back deep? You know, he averages 29 yards a return on the year. So hopefully,
and it's a low snap. The punt is low. Maybe somebody got a finger on it, and it doesn't get much, and that will be the St. Louis Park Orioles taking over at about the 16-yard line of in the Jaguars territory. Great field position for the Orioles.
Yeah, let's take a look at this. Did somebody get their hand on it? Not sure. The snap was low.
First down, Orioles at the 17-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know. It looks like it may have just gone off the side of his foot there.
Sometimes when you're in that situation, you get a low snap and you just feel the pressure a little bit more. It's harder to get a handle on the ball and make good contact.
Yep, you can get a little skittish, but the special teams, again, for Jefferson have been causing them problems all night.
So it's 1st and 10 for the Orioles. Ball on the 17-yard line, and it was tipped. We have confirmation that there was a tip on the punt. Ellingson back to pass, finds a man, throws it, and it is a touchdown, Orioles.
What a great catch, Paul.
Number 6.
Looked like Dvorak.
Dvorak
with a great catch and an Oriole touchdown. That'll put him up 20-0. Let's see if they can get the extra point. Kicker's been having a nice game.
That's his 8th touchdown reception on the season, Paul. Look at this, great. High points it, gets it with his hands. Defensive back gets his hands in there, but he has a good hold of football, strong hands there, and a touchdown.
And a beautiful pass by Ellingson as well. Just kind of threaded a little bit of a needle there.
Well, that's the second time now there's been a special teams blunder by Jefferson on the very next play, a touchdown.
So here we go. Moot is back for the extra point. Snap, spot, and kick, and it is good. The Orioles take...
No good, Paul.
No good. No good. That looked good to me.
Well, you're a generous guy, Paul.
Looks like it went right under it. It looked good to me, but, you know, it's 20-0 St. Louis Park. And here we go. That's a great start for the Orioles with getting a 3-and-out on the initial possession and turning it around, tipping a punt, and then punching it in for a touchdown within just the first couple of minutes of the third quarter.
Yeah, 2.5 minutes into the third quarter, when you kick to start the second half and you score 6 points, things went really well for you. So let's keep this up.
And looking on the replay, that extra point wasn't even close. So I will be getting my eyes checked.
Yep, check those eyes. You're pretty high up here, Paul.
So the Orioles have a nice start to the third quarter, a big blow for the Jaguars. And Moot is back to boot again. 9.5 left in the third quarter. Here's Moot with the kick. It is low and long, and the ball is received, and it brings it back up to the 40, and that is another nice run for Montgomery.
Montgomery on the return.
Yeah, he's having a pretty good game today, Paul. They're using him in every phase of the game here. It's not for a lack of effort on his part. They're down 20-0.
Absolutely not.
First down, Jags.
So that'll be 1st and 10 for Bloomington Jefferson. Ball on about the 40-yard line. Decent field position. And they would really like to get something going here. It has been a hard night on offense for the Jaguars.
Yeah, they've had a couple drives where they're moving the ball pretty well, and it really starts when they complete some of those quick passes, get some first downs, and see if they can get some momentum here.
Carter Hansen under center gives the ball to Edwards, and Edwards muscles his way to a few yards. Another nice run for Edwards.
Yeah, he's usually about 4 yards here. You know, at least 4 yards. Tough to bring down. It always takes a couple guys. And you mentioned in the first half that a guy like that can sometimes wear the defense down. So maybe be paying attention. There could be a time where he breaks off a long one.
So they'll bring up 2nd down and 6. 9 minutes to play in the third quarter. Hansen with the give, missed tackle, and he punches his way for a couple more yards, and we're looking at 3rd and short.
Yep, we're going to have 3rd and a couple here, and again, I think that's Edwards, and it took, 5-6 black jerseys to bring him down. He's a load.
Reminds me a little bit of Leroy Horde.
Right. Leroy Horde, Mike Allstott, one of those big guys.
You're in good hands with Allstott. So it's 3rd down and 2 to go. Ball on the 48-yard line. Hansen under center. Takes the snap. It's a give to Edwards to the outside, and he'll muscle his way to a 1st down and a little bit more. And that's a nice sequence there for Jefferson, just pounding the ball and finding a 1st down.
Yeah, Paul, it all starts up in the trenches. The offensive line is moving the defenders a little bit, getting them back, creating some holes, and that's really where it begins. Offensive line blocks well. You can do this kind of stuff, and that's what they need.
So here we go, 1st and 10, ball on the 48-yard line. The Jaguars now in Orioles territory. Got 2 receivers wide, 3 receivers wide. Edwards in the backfield. Hansen in the shotgun.
Where's Manny Montgomery? Keep an eye on him at all times, Paul.
Getting some signals from the sideline. Now he's going under center.
Oh.
Now he's going back, mixing some things up. Got a man in motion. Finally, we get the ball snapped, and it is Montgomery, and there's a flag on the field. It picks up a couple, but we got a flag on the field.
Yeah, that could be a hold. Could be some kind of a legal procedure, a legal movement, illegal motion. Let's see what it is here.
There's a lot going on.
Yep, a lot going on.
Yeah, it looks like holding.
We got a hold.
So that's coming back. That'll back up the Jaguars back into their own territory now.
Yep, that's a big hold there, Paul. And you know, Manny Montgomery, they're doing anything they can to get him the ball. He's returning kicks. They're throwing to him. Now, you know, that's a couple of handoffs. They're doing everything they can to get him the ball. What they need to do, Paul, is get him the ball in space where he can make a play.
Well, we'll see if they can get that going. They're backed up deep now. And we've got Hansen in the shotgun. 1st and 24 to go. Ball on the 39-yard line. Edwards in the backfield. Montgomery whispering some plays to another receiver.
Talking about some plans with his friends.
Looks like we're changing up a play. And it's throw is bobbled and dropped again, and I've lost count of how many drop passes that is for the Jaguars.
Yeah, we should be keeping count. I'm sure their coaches are keeping count. I'm sure they'll talk about it on the way home and at practice next week. They're going to talk about a lot of those drops. It was actually, the play was set up really well. The screenplay let the rushers get to him. You know, he had blockers in front of him. He makes that catch, and he gets some yards. Maybe not a first down.
Those are tough. Those a little bit behind him. He's got to turn his body around. Those can be difficult. So we've got now a 2nd down and 24. Ball on the 39. Hansen in the shotgun, takes the snap, finds his man, and the ball's a little bit low to Manny Montgomery, and it is incomplete, and that'll bring up 3rd and very long.
Yeah.
And just after a nice sequence and a 1st down, the Jaguars back themselves up into trouble.
Yeah, you know what, Paul? Penalties kill you. Penalties kill you. Holding penalty, moving it back. It's just hard to make up for that. You know, they tried to get the ball to Montgomery again, just threw it at his feet. That's a tough play to make.
And even if he catches it, it would still be 3rd and long, I think.
Yep.
And so, looks like Jaguars are set with the 3 receivers set. Hansen takes the pass. He goes deep, and it is incomplete, kind of thrown away there. 7.5 to go in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to get rid of the ball there, Paul. He's got a defender barreling down on him. There's nobody open, great coverage, and you're just trying to not take a sack, not lose more yards, just get the ball and throw it out of bounds where nobody can catch it, and bring your big punter back in.
So that'll bring up 4th and 24. Ball on the 39-yard line. And Jefferson punting once again.
Been struggling to put some drives together. But when you get penalties,
doesn't help.
Doesn't help you.
Good snap. The punt is blocked, and the Jaguars will fall on it, and the Orioles will once again have great field position.
Jaguars punt is blocked by number 12.
And that punt is blocked by Jacob Brown. He blew right through the line. What'd you see there, Nate?
Well, the snap was a little high, took a little time to kick, but it really was just a great play. He shed his block, got in there, got his hands on it, and again, special teams coming back to really hurt the Jaguars tonight.
Absolutely. They had the penalties that backed them up, and now the Orioles have a 1st down deep into Bloomington Jefferson territory. Ball on the 24-yard line. 1st and 10 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
And watch this, Paul. I think they're going to maybe take a shot. They've been doing this after some of these mistakes, but
they
no.
give it to Hager, and he will pick up some few yards. Another strong run by Hager.
Is that his first carry this half? He had, so many carries in the 1st half. It's good to see him get the ball again, but I guess it might be their 2nd offensive play of the half. They scored a touchdown on the 1st one.
Yeah, there haven't been many plays, so picks up about 5 yards, 2nd and 5 to go. Ball on the 19-yard line. And the Orioles poised to start to break this thing wide open here.
Yep. Yeah, this is a big series. You can almost salt this thing away here. If they can get some points.
So Ellingson in the shotgun, Hager in the backfield, 4 receivers set, 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Waiting for the snap. Ellingson does not seem to be in a hurry. Takes the snap, and he fakes the give to Hager, and it's a keeper, and he will pound his way up to what may be just short of a first down.
Yep, another one of the read options there where the quarterback gets to watch the defense here, Paul. He watches the defense, sees the defense go after Hager, and he takes the ball the other direction. He's read almost all of those perfectly tonight.
Brings up third short.
3rd and 1. Ball on the 20-yard line. 15-yard line, sorry. And 6 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. They're eating up some clock, it feels like. Third quarter is going by fast.
Yep.
Ellingson takes the snap. It's a give to Hager. He is met right at the line with a great wrap-up tackle that stops his forward progress.
Yeah, that's the punter there, I think, playing defensive line, too, who stopped the progress, tackled him. You know, in high school, it's kind of fun. Guys play a lot of different positions, get to do a lot of things. But that was a great stop. Shed his block quickly, wrapped him up. And now we're here. It's 4th down. What do they do, Paul?
4th down, and Moot's been kicking well, but they're going to go for it. So we've got a 4th and 15. And Ellingson in the shotgun. We've got 3 wide right, 1 wide left. Hager in the backfield. Getting some plays from the sideline, and it looks like we've got a timeout. Again, a fourth down timeout call on the Orioles.
Or timeout, or yep, I think that's almost every timeout they've used this game has been on, some kind of 4th down. That means they may not be getting the play call in, that maybe not see what they want, from the defense. And so I guess it's smart.
It's so far worked. They're up 20-0 here with 5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. And they're looking to punch one in again and really break this game wide open to see what they can do.
Yeah, I think with 4th and 15, Paul, the way our kicker's been kicking, I'm surprised they don't give him a shot at a field goal here. A couple of his extra points would have been good from 40 yards, I think.
And to me, they're all good.
Yeah. If you're calling it, he's going to make it no matter what. He may not even be out there. You'll give him 3 points.
They won't necessarily give him the points, but it'll be good from my eyes.
All right, this will be interesting to see what the call is here. 4th and 15.
4th and 15. They're also, the ball is on the 20-yard line. So again, it's one of those situations where first down marker's only 5 yards away from the end zone. So you got 2 lines to protect. 4th down, 15 to go. 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Ellingson in the shotgun again. Takes the snap, looking to pass. Finds a man, and it is incomplete, and the Jaguars will take over on downs.
Number 6 pass.
Yep, good defensive play. I mean, they wouldn't have got enough yards to move the chains anyway there, but it's not the end of the world the way that defense has been playing. Jefferson's coming out again in the shadow of their own end zone. The field position game has been definitely in St. Louis Park's favor all night.
Absolutely. So here we go. The Jaguars turn it over on downs. It's first down and 10 to go for Jefferson. Ball on the 20-yard line.
It's on the 15.
Oh.
That's not right over there.
You're right. Ball on the 15-yard line. Looked at the scoreboard and not the field. Hanson takes the pass. It's a give to Edwards again, who stumbles a little bit, but picks up a couple of yards.
Yep, good run blitz there. Get in, stop it. Good defensive play. Now you're looking, 2nd and 8. You can get him in 3rd and long again. But we got an injured player down.
We got a man down. And that looks like
one of the big guys up front. Couldn't see what happened, Paul.
Looks like number 54 being tended to by Jefferson's trainers. We're hoping he's okay. It's like a leg injury of some kind.
Yeah, I can't catch it on the replay there, Paul.
Looks like he got rolled up on, and he's definitely got a spot on his leg that hurts.
Yeah, those aren't good, Paul. You hate to see that.
Yeah, you hate to see players go down. You really do. Hopefully he'll be able to get up here. And
here it is right here. Oh, yeah, that's, you know, a guy got blocked into him. Saw his leg bend in a way that I don't think his leg should have been bending.
See the St. Louis Park faithful there, many of them wearing pink. They're going for a pink out tonight for breast cancer awareness.
Yeah, good turnout from the student section.
It is senior night tonight, too, we should acknowledge. They had a nice little ceremony prior to the game that we did broadcast here. But it looks like this won't be the last game of the season as they all head into sections. Here are the standings for the Suburban White. You got Chaska at 4-0 and in the conference, 6-1 overall, leading. And Chanhassen, St. Louis Park, Laconia. St. Louis Park had a nice win over Laconia this year. And Bloomington Jefferson looking for their first win in conference.
Yeah, it looks like with a win tonight, St. Louis Park 500 in the conference, 500 overall, and they look like they're well on their way here tonight.
Absolutely, and you get concerned with a player being down this long.
Yeah, medical staff is with him.
We will take a moment here to just give a shout out to the seniors on senior night. It's a special night when you come to the end of your high school career.
Absolutely.
Playing kind of that last regular season game on your home field. It is a special night. We got posters down here in the stands for each player. Congrats, senior sign. It's a special time.
Absolutely, Paul. It's great 4 years. These guys have put a lot of work in, and so it's really fun to see here on senior night to see the team playing well. You know, kind of capping that regular season high school football career off with a victory. You can see down there on the screen now, you can see those signs. Congrats to those seniors. They showed up tonight. They're showing up. They're
They
playing
sure
well.
did. They sure did. And I'm sure they're having a lot of fun here. On what is a beautiful night. A little crisp, but not too cold. There's no wind. The fans seem to be having a good time.
Yeah, they don't look too cold out there. They're not too huddled up. Not bad for Minnesota in October, Paul.
Could be a lot worse. It could be like last week.
Yeah.
So they're still tending to this injury on the field. He looks like he is getting up, which is good. He's going to need some help off the field. Fans giving him a round of applause, as you should. He is able to put some weight on it, and that's a good sign, but definitely not very much weight. We're getting word that's Noah Williams, I believe. Hopefully he is going to be all right, but he is really favoring that one leg.
That doesn't look good, Paul.
Take a moment to get him off the field. That is a long walk with an injury like that. You'd hope maybe they could get him a stretcher or something to carry him out on. He's struggling to get across the field. But you hate to see that happen. There's 4:45 left in the third quarter. It'll be 2nd and 7 to go. Ball on the 19-yard line for the Orioles.
Yeah, as an offensive lineman, that's your nightmare, getting rolled up on like that. Just because there's nothing you can do to stop it.
And obviously no ill will meant or anything like that. Those are the things that happen in a game like this, and you hate to see it.
Yeah, you hate to see it happen to a kid. Only a junior.
So here we go. 2nd and 7, ball on the 19-yard line. 4:45 to go in the third quarter. And it's a little trickery. He's got a man wide open. The ball is complete, and he goes down the sidelines. We've got someone coming in hard to try to trip him up, and it's a touchdown for the Bloomington Jefferson Jaguars.
What a great play. That's the first bit of trickeration we've seen from really either side tonight. You know, they get the ball to Manny Montgomery, who they've been getting the ball to all night. Of course, you think what he's going to do is he's going to run with it, but he pulls up. Guy is wide open, throws a heck of a ball there. I mean, he looks like a quarterback there. He threw that thing right on the money, hit him in stride.
And how about that? What a fun play. And yeah, it goes to Manny Montgomery, who you think he's going to go, and he pulls up and throws, has a man wide open.
Yeah, there's not a lot you can do about that. That's tough to defend when you haven't seen anything that looks like that all night.
The kick is up and good. So it's 20-7. in the Orioles' favor, and what was looking like might turn into a blowout is now a little bit closer than you thought.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this Jefferson defense now, if they got a little bit of life in them, a little bounce in their step, see if they can make some plays and make this interesting. This is also a pivotal drive for the Orioles. Look at that ball.
Beautifully thrown, beautifully caught. And I think it was maybe Dvorak, or no, that's Ellingson, the quarterback, with some incredible speed to get in there and try to keep him from the end zone.
Yeah, he definitely gave it a shot. That looks like it's Hunter Burgess.
Was Aaron Ellingson
on that touchdown?
Yeah, Hunter Burgess on the touchdown. And a little bit of life for the Bloomington Jefferson Jaguars here, as looked like it maybe would be going up 27-0, and now it's 20-7. Game's a lot closer than you think. With 4:30 left in the third quarter. Yeah, there's a lot of time. We know Jefferson likes to throw, and when you throw the ball, you can get chunk yards like that, big plays. They just got one. This series is big. Let's see if we get the momentum back on the Orioles side here. So we've got Jefferson set to kick off, something we haven't seen them do since the beginning of the game. And there is the kick. It's a squib kick down the line. Bobbled a little bit, and then he falls on it. And it'll be Orioles ball at about the 34-yard line.
Yeah, it's a good heads-up play there. You know, those guys are up in the front of the line to block, not to return, and so a ball comes at you. We've seen some special teams miscues from Jefferson today, and so a heads-up play, get the ball, get down, give your offense a chance now.
Absolutely. We'll see how the Orioles answer now that the Jaguars are on the board. Ellingson in the shotgun. We got 3 wide to the left, 1 wide right. Hager in the backfield. Takes the snap, gives it to Hager, who's trying to turn the corner, but is wrapped up nicely at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, good gang tackling there. There's like 6 or 7 white jerseys to bring him down, which most of the time you need, because he's a good hard runner. Another read option there, decides to give it to him there. Defense stays home.
So it'll bring up a 2nd and 8. He did still manage to get 2 yards. Ball on the 36-yard line, 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Ellingson in the shotgun again. Calling out some signals to Hager. Got 4 receivers set. Takes the snap, and he's going to keep it this time. And he'll pick up a couple. It'll bring up a 3rd and long.
Yeah, it didn't get too many there. Looks like the defense has been, was ready for that. Came in right away, and that was Opong again. We've been saying his name. We don't know if we're doing it right. We're trying. He's been kind of a disruptive force tonight.
Absolutely.
He's made a lot of big plays, a lot of good push.
Been a lot of good tackling for Jefferson at the line. So that brings up 3rd and 8. Ball on the 36-yard line. Ellingson in the shotgun again. And he rolls out and is in trouble and tries to sneak away. Finds a man, dumps the ball down for Orioles first down.
Wow, what a play. We've seen that. There's been a bunch of times where I'm like, oh, he's about to get sacked. He's about to go down. He's just a slippery guy, Paul.
Really heads-up play by Ellingson to stay alive, to pull up away into the pocket and away, and he finds it looks like that's Hager with the reception.
Well, a great heads-up play by Hager to give his quarterback someone to throw to. He got into some open space, looked back, gave him something to throw to, and look what happens, first down.
First down Orioles, they're in Jaguar territory. Ball on the 46-yard line, 1st and 10 to go. Ellingson in the shotgun again. And it's a give to Hager, who is met once again at the line and won't get much of anything there.
Yeah, not much doing with the running game here in the second half. That Jefferson defensive front has been pretty stout.
They certainly have. It is now 2nd and 10, 2:15 to go in the third quarter. Orioles huddling up here, getting plays in, taking their time, letting that clock tick down, even though we're only in the third quarter.
Yeah, you're not in a hurry if you're Park right here.
Ellingson set to take the snap. 3 receivers set. On the 46-yard line, 2nd and 10 to go. And it's a give to Hager around the end, and he will pick up a few yards. A nice strong run. He's still going.
Yeah.
He just will not go down.
No, the first guy usually doesn't bring him down, especially when he gets out on the edge and it's, you know, a defensive back trying to bring him down. That's just not fair.
By the Jags.
So that'll bring up a 3rd down. A minute and a half left in the 3rd quarter. And it looks about like 3rd and 6 to go.
Yep, 3rd and 6, ball on the 42.
Got a 3-receiver set. Hager in the backfield as usual. Ellingson in the shotgun as usual. Minute and a half left in the 3rd quarter.
Got a big
Ball
shift
on the
here.
42-yard line. A huge shift happening. They actually run into each other.
Yeah, everybody's
and they got to
shifting
call
on
a
this one.
timeout. That's not a good timeout.
Yeah, as a coach, you're not happy about that. That's just people getting their wires crossed, getting a little bit confused, not sure where to go. But better to call a timeout than get some penalty there from, you know,
Absolutely.
some kind of illegal motion deal.
So 3rd and 6 to go. The Orioles, with some confusion, have to call a timeout. And we'll see what they can drum up here to try to get a 1st down and keep this drive going. And maybe get that distance back from Bloomington Jefferson that they had before that little trickery and touchdown play they had on their previous drive.
Yeah, it'll be interesting when Jefferson gets the ball again, whether it's soon or whether it's in a little while. If they have they gotten to a spot in the game now where we're just going to kind of throw everything at you, throw every trick play we goof around with at practice just to see what happens, because when they just go straight at him, it doesn't seem to be working.
Absolutely, and it's a lot of fun that way too.
Yeah, it's fun for us. I like watching
Well,
receivers throw and.
I think it's fun for Jefferson. I mean, isn't that kind of the stuff you draw up in the playground and go get out on the real field?
Yep, to take a
So
stick
here
in
we
the
go.
dirt.
It's 3rd and 6, ball on the 42-yard line. Ellingson takes the snap, fakes the give to Hager.
Oh, he's got a guy.
Rolls right, he's got a guy, but he's having a hard time getting set to throw the ball, and he's just got to throw it away, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
Well, there's a flag too, Paul, and it's right in the area where we always seem to get this holding penalty. Anytime, there's good coverage, there's a good rush, a quarterback's running around a little bit. It's just a long time for those offensive linemen to block, and they like to grab jerseys when they've been blocking for a little while. So that's my guess, Paul, but we'll see.
Well, we're set to get the call here from the ref. Lots of conversation about this one.
Yep.
And it is holding on the defense. And that is a huge play for the Orioles. That's an Orioles 1st down.
Wow, that's a big call, Paul. I didn't see that happen at all, but that is a big mistake on 3rd down for Jefferson. That would have been 4th down had that not happened.
Would have been 4th down, probably forced to punt. Let's see what happened here.
That's a 10-yard penalty. That's an Orioles 1st down.
It's just hard to see.
Yeah, I don't see it on that.
Where it was, it could have been anywhere on the field, but nevertheless, it's a 1st down for the Orioles, and that is a huge blow to Jefferson, who looked to be forcing us into a punt situation, get the ball back, and now you got a 1st down. You're in Jefferson territory. Ball on the 32-yard line.
Yep, penalties are big.
Ellingson in the shotgun, takes the snap, and it's a give to Hager, who finds a little hole and punches his way up to about 7-8 yards.
Yeah, I think so, Paul. We haven't seen that kind of a run yet in this half, so that's good to get him going. He seems to get his most yardage when he's hitting that hole quickly, right up the middle, in between the center and guard there. It seems to be the best spot.
That's exactly what he did last week against De La Salle. He just sort of shredded their line with those hard runs.
Yep. Good
So
blocking.
that'll bring up 2nd and 4. 55 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Ellingson in the shotgun. We got a 2-receiver set. Hager in the backfield. And it's a give to Hager around the end, who finds some space, gets it. He just keeps going, twisting and turning, finding his way up to about the 18-yard line. And that looks like another Orioles 1st down.
Yep, heck of a run there, Paul. Great blocking up front. That's where it all starts. It all starts in the trenches. You get good blocks. Look, he may have had a 1st down before he even got touched the first time. Hit that hole, then, first guy. He's not easy to bring down.
No, he is not. Great blocking up front again. Great run. Orioles now 1st and 10. Ball on the 19-yard line. 20 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. And we'll see if they get one off. Ellingson in the shotgun.
Yeah, that clock's about at 10 seconds here, Paul.
and he's got the clock to his back. He can't see it, but he takes the snap, and it's a fake to Hager. He rolls over, doesn't see anybody, just throws the ball away with 2 seconds left in the third quarter.
So we'll get one more play this quarter. Great heads-up play. He rolled out. That's not the spot you want to force a ball into coverage. Just throw it away. You'll get another shot here in the third quarter. Good heads-up play.
So we're looking at second down, ball on the 19-yard line. 2 seconds left. This will be the last play of the third quarter. Ellingson in the shotgun. 3 receivers wide left, 1 wide right. Hager in the backfield. 2nd and 10, ball on the 19. Looking for some signals and some confusion.
Looks like maybe could be a legal procedure on that ball, but we'll have to see. Last time I predicted something, I was wrong.
Got the refs talking it through, trying to figure out what happened here.
Yeah, that's a pretty long meeting there. Oh, they're going to reset the game clock, Paul.
Reset the game clock. So we'll see what they want us to set the reset the clock, the game clock.
There you go. The officials, the conference, they get it all figured out. 2 seconds left. Last play of the quarter.
So here we go again. It's 2nd and 10, ball on the 19-yard line. 2 seconds left in the third quarter. Ellingson in the shotgun. Hager in the backfield, and it's a give to Hager, who finds some space, plows his way up. He's still going, and he is in for the touchdown.
Wow.
What a run by Hager as he finds and meanders his way into the end zone. And we have a late flag on the play.
Yeah, I didn't see when that flag came in, Paul. But what a great run, 19 yards. You know, as far as we know, it's still a touchdown. So we'll see what this flag is.
Flag came in late.
Yeah, late.
I don't
flag.
think it could be a hold.
No, but it's not in the area where you'd probably see a hold on that. So.
And we might be looking at an unsportsmanlike conduct on Bloomington who might be getting frustrated.
Yeah, you can have a little extracurricular activity when these, kind of things happen. Frustration boils over. Jefferson's had a lot of mental mistakes they've made, on special teams, on defense. Penalties have been big. That becomes frustrating.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Jays.
And so the touchdown stands. The Orioles up 26-7 right now, going for the extra point.
Yeah, and that penalty will be assessed on the kickoff ball.
So that will just only enable St. Louis Park to get the Jaguars into deep field position again. And it looks like it was a late hit. And so they're faking the extra point and go for the 2-point conversion, and they've got it.
He's got it. Is that Dvorak with the catch there?
That looks like Ellingson with the catch. Here's the replay of the touchdown again. You'll see a late tackle coming in. He really had no business pulling him down at that point. He was deep into the end zone. It looked like Ellingson caught that 2-point conversion. And so here we go into the fourth quarter. Yeah, we've got, I think,
that was a little trickeration there. I got fooled. So
we all
Jefferson,
got fooled.
We all got fooled.
So here we go into the fourth quarter. The Orioles up 28-7 in a game where the Jaguars have threatened. They've had something going, and then it gets stalled out, whether it's on some penalties. They've also had a rough night on special teams.
Yeah, special teams has been real bad. When they look at this tape, they go back over this. Special teams coach is going to have a lot to say to those players on some stuff. And now here we are again. You're right. They're about to probably get backed up deep into their territory where they have spent the vast majority of tonight.
So Moot will kick off in his own territory.
As a kicker, this is pretty fun, I think. Got to put that thing through the uprights.
And there's the kick, and it'll be a touchback. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Jaguars on the 20. So it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Jaguars going into the 4th quarter here.
Showing that replay of that Ellingson catch. He's the quarterback, Paul.
Right.
What a catch. High
Yes.
pointing the ball in the corner there, getting the 2-point conversion. He fooled all of us.
He's a quarterback, and Ewald is the receiver.
Hey.
And it was a fun play, well designed.
We've seen it all tonight.
And it makes up for that missed extra point that I thought was good.
Yeah, that's right. 28-7, that looks a little more, like that. That's a good football score. And here we are, back in their own territory on the 20-yard line again. They got a long way to go, and the one big play they have was a trickeration play. Let's see if they do it again.
See if they do it again. That's right. So Carter Hansen here in the shotgun, 1st and 10, beginning of the 4th quarter, and he's looking to pass. He's got some time, rolls out, and he's got nowhere to go but to run out of bounds and picks up a couple of yards.
Yep, good coverage on that. Nowhere to go.
Hansen on the keeper.
That's great defense, and if you're the Orioles, you'll let him run for 2 yards every time.
Hansen seems to be a pretty smart quarterback to me. He doesn't, he's not making some bad throws. He knows when to run out of bounds. He knows when to throw the ball away.
Yeah, he's making good decisions. The Oriole defense just isn't giving him a ton to work with.
They're not
and
giving
his
him good
receivers haven't
decisions
been
to
helping
make.
him too a ton.
So that'll be 2nd down. Ball on the 18-yard line. And it's a give to Edwards again,
Edwards up here.
who muscles himself to a couple more yards. We're looking at
Number 36.
3rd and about
Brings up 3rd down.
4 yards, maybe?
Yeah, looks like we got 3rd and 4 here, Paul.
So definitely a manageable situation for the Jaguars. 3rd down, and Hansen is back. He takes the snap, a quick throw, and it looks like he's got a 1st down. And is that our guy, Manny?
That's Manny Montgomery. He's the guy when they need a 1st down. Who do they go to? When they need a big play, who do they go to? They go to Manny Montgomery. And this is kind of the play. He goes out, runs a little dig there, finds his spot. Great throw by the quarterback. And then again, a little bit of run after the catch. Looks like some guy's trying to pull his jersey off.
Sometimes that's all you can do.
You do anything you can against a guy like that. Anything to slow him down, Paul.
So 1st down for the Jaguars. Ball on the 34-yard line. Hansen in the shotgun, takes a snap, another quick pass, and a big hit right away. Good job of the receiver hanging onto that ball.
Yeah, I give you 3-4 yards there. Good catch, good hit.
Looked like Hunter Burgess on the reception there.
Yeah, look how quick he gets this ball out of his hand, Paul. He doesn't want any part of that rush coming from the defensive line.
Really well-timed hit.
Well, when they do this is how they got rhythm in the 1st half. Quick passes, they start to get some rhythm.
So another quick pass, and it is dropped. So that'll bring up 3rd down and 6, ball on the 38-yard line.
Yeah, sometimes receivers try to run with the ball before they catch it. I mean, you see it at this level. You see it in the NFL on Sundays. You see receivers kind of look up to where they're going to start to run before they secure the ball, and it just seems to be no matter what level.
And it happens to the best of them. It happened to Stephon Diggs this week. So, yep, it happens.
It happens.
So it's 3rd and 6. We'll see if Jefferson can get it going again here.
Look at this cushion on Montgomery. It's about a 10-yard cushion here.
And he finds his man, throws it away.
There's a flag. I think there's a defensive holding there.
Saw a little bit of a tug of the jersey.
He grabbed his jersey a little bit. They're definitely gonna call that. You can't do that.
You can't do that. It's an easy one to see, and they'll call it every time.
Yeah, and that's gonna move the chains for him.
So we got a defensive hold. That is the call. And that'll be a Jaguars 1st down. That's just kind of the break they needed to keep this ball moving.
Yeah, they did, and that may be one of the first defensive penalties tonight on the Orioles. They played a really clean game up to that point. So let's, 4th quarter, you get a little tired. You run past me, I might hold your jersey a little bit, Paul.
So it's 1st down for the Jaguars. Ball on the 48-yard line. Looking to get into Orioles territory. And the give is to Edwards, who muscles his way down to a nice pickup. Picks up 6 or 7 yards, it looks like. And maybe the Jaguars have something going.
They're moving. They're moving, and now look at this, Paul. Look at this offense. They're not taking any time.
No huddle.
Orioles trying to get a guy off the field here. They're going no huddle. They're going to keep the pressure on.
Hansen under center. Takes the snap. It's another give to Edwards, and he will find a first down.
33 Edwards on the field.
That was the exact same play they just ran. You know, you get personnel on the field that you like. You run a play, it's successful. Why not go back? You know, if you see the same defensive set, run the same play again, they get a first down.
Absolutely. So that is a first down. 9:50 to go in the game. Jaguars trying to get something going here, down 28-7. And they've got a little something going.
Yep.
Hansen in the shotgun. 3 receivers set. Edwards in the backfield. And he takes the snap. He's looking to pass. Pump fakes. Finds a man. And it is broken up. Good coverage by the Orioles.
Yep, good coverage. No flag. Ball's thrown up. Both guys go up for it.
It looks like maybe Ewald tipped the ball away.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Maybe got away with it a little bit there.
Yeah, can they review pass interference at this level, Paul?
They're not reviewing anything, but he maybe got a hand in there and broke it up, but that ball intended for Hunter Burgess. So here we go, 2nd and 10.
Burgess is getting a lot of targets this half. He's going after Burgess a lot.
Sure is. Got some signals coming in. Giving him the green light to steal. And he takes the snap. The give is to Edwards again, and he will pick up maybe a yard.
Yeah, maybe a yard. Inside handoff, a little bit delayed. You know, you're kind of hoping some of the rushers kind of get upfield a little bit, give you some space. Didn't happen.
Run down by number 61, Corporate.
So it's 3rd and 9, 28-7. Orioles leading. 9 minutes left to go in the game.
Now there's still enough time if the Jaguars score quickly here. You know, there's enough time. They have all their time out. They can still make this interesting. It's not going to be easy, Paul.
Nope, takes the snap. He's looking to pass, and he throws it kind of,
Number 7,
not even sure who that was intended for, but had to get rid of the ball. Looked like some pressure was coming.
Yeah, like that.
Or not.
He kind of overthrew everybody there a little bit. He kind of got it out quick because I think he had more time.
He did.
But, you know, when people have been coming at you all night, you can maybe hear some phantom footsteps,
Yep.
and he got the ball out maybe a little too quick there, overthrew him a little bit.
So it's 4th and 9. They're poised to go for it here at this point in the game. You probably have to do that, especially with the field position as well. 4th and 9. We've got Hansen in the shotgun, getting some signals from the sideline. Now he'll go shout some signals out to the line.
Yeah, and watch Tony Stadler here. He's showing blitz near us. I wonder if he's up. He's going. The blitzer's in. It's picked up.
And he throws the ball up. He overthrows Manny Montgomery again. And so the Jefferson turns it over on down.
Yeah, you know, the blitz was picked up well. He had time. He just, you know, maybe overthrew it a little bit, a little too high. Would have been a highlight real catch.
It sure would have. There's some good coverage there, so that was going to be a tough one if the throw was on the money as well. But so Jefferson had a little something going, couldn't quite convert, got stalled out again in midfield. They turn it over on downs. We've got 8:44 left to go in the game. Orioles up 28-7. I would imagine we will see them try to chew up a lot of clock here.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a heavy dose of Alex Hager.
So Ellingson in the shotgun again. Looking for a man in motion. He's set, takes the snap, and it's a give to Hager. Hager trying to turn the corner, and he does a little bit, picks up a couple of yards.
Picks up a couple, but he goes out of bounds, stops the clock.
44 Hager on the carry.
You know, I think you probably want him to stay in there a little bit, cut that in, maybe go down just to get that clock moving. The clock is your friend at this point. If you're St. Louis Park, you want that thing to milk away and go down. So you got to stay in bounds there, but got a few yards.
So 2nd and 3, 8:37 to go in the game. Orioles up 28-7. Ellingson in the shotgun again. 4 receivers set. Hager in the backfield. Looking for more signals from the sideline. Jefferson with a little shifting. And it's a give to Hager up the middle, and he will pound his way to a few yards. And that's just the kind of clock-chewing run you're hoping for.
Yep, that's exactly what you want to do. That's if you're a coach, that's what you dial up. That's what you order. That's what you want to happen. That defensive line is tired now. You know, you just want to go at them hard for the next 7 minutes, 8.5 minutes.
8.5, yep. So that brings up a first down for the Orioles. Ball on the 46-yard line. 1st and 10 to go. About 8 minutes left in the game. And somehow Jefferson has got to make something happen quickly here if they want to have any chance to get back in.
Yep, you know, they got a 4-3 defense here right now, Paul, and they're up against the line of scrimmage because they know it's going to be a run.
And it's a fake to Hager. Ellingson out to the side, and he is brought down after a nice gain, and that'll keep the clock moving.
That was a good run. Another one of those read options. Most people thought he's handing that ball up the middle. He goes off the edge. I don't know how many yards he ended up with there, Paul, but what a good run, and he stayed in bounds.
And he stayed in bounds. It looked like a pickup of somewhere between 5 and 7 yards.
Right between there, 6 yards.
You know, I like to give a wide range. It gives me a better chance of being right.
Yeah, that's right.
So we're looking at a 2nd and 4 with 7.5 minutes left to go in the game. On what has been a fun night here in St. Louis Park against Bloomington Jefferson.
Great night for senior night.
Great night. Ewald in the shotgun. Or Ellingson in the shotgun, sorry. And he takes the snap, and it's a give to Hager. Hager runs up, and he will get a first down with 7 minutes left to go in the game. And we are beginning to enter into dagger territory.
Dagger territory, it's milk the clock territory. You know, as a coach, this is what you dial up. A couple runs, keep the clock moving, keep the chains moving. Don't let Jefferson get the ball. Don't turn it over. Don't make any mistakes if you're St. Louis Park. And the clock is ticking, Paul. We're under 7 minutes now.
It sure is. St. Louis Park doing a great job of keeping that clock running. And if you're Jefferson, you're just thinking there's not much we can do here, short of punching out a fumble. So Ellingson in the shotgun again.
And they're stacking the box because they think it's, going to be run, which it probably is.
To Hager. And he will chew up a few more yards and some more clock.
Yep, we're approaching 6 minutes here, Paul. That's exactly what Hager wants to do there. Get a few yards. Ball security's big. Can't put the ball on the ground here, which, I don't think he will.
He fumbled a kickoff or a punt early in the game last week, and I have not seen him come close to dropping the ball since.
Yep.
He's been protecting the ball really well and has been a strong runner and a great fill-in as the third starter at the running back position for the Orioles.
I almost forgot he was the third string running back because he is good.
Yep, he's very good. We had Nathim go down, and then Davenport went down last week, and Hager came in and scored 3 touchdowns. So the give is to Hager again. He gets hit hard, but bounces off of him and finds some more yards, and he is close to a first down.
Wow.
Oh, he's got it.
Oh, yeah, he's got the first down. Look at this run, Paul, if we get a replay here. He gets hit right away and kind of just, it's like a pinball. He just bounces off this guy and keeps going. You keep those legs churning, and he does not want to go down. At this point, Jefferson's trying to rip the ball out, so they may not be super interested in tackling him either.
That's really their best hope at this point is for a fumble.
Look at this pinball. He just boing, right off him.
It was a tough hit. It looked like he wrapped up a little bit too, but just couldn't bring the big, strong running Hager down. So it's first down and 10, 5 minutes and 12 seconds left in the game. And we'll see if the Orioles can punch one more in.
Yeah, you have to wrap up Hager, and you also want to try to hit him below the waist, because if you hit him up high like that, he's just too strong.
So Ellingson keeps it, and he pounds his way up to a nice 7-8 yard run.
Yeah, I think he's right at the 15 there, Paul.
4:50 to go.
Number 6, Ellingson.
Good run, another read option.
Number 15.
That read option works really well if the quarterback makes good decisions, and he's made good decisions all night.
He has been making good decisions. So here we go. It is 2nd down and 3. Ball on the 15-yard line. 4.5 to play. Ellingson in the shotgun. 2 receivers set. Hager in the backfield. 3 receivers set. 1 hiding in the shadows over there. And he takes the snap. And it's a give to Hager. And Hager will...
He might have it.
Get close to a first down. And he might have it.
Yeah, they're not in a hurry to snap this
And
ball
it is
very
a
quick.
first down, Orioles.
And the Orioles first down.
That's a big run, Paul.
That's a big run.
That might be the nail right there. That's a first down. Now Jefferson still has 3 timeouts. It'll be interesting to see when you're down by 21, 4 minutes left, if you take those things, or if you're just ready to get on the bus and head south.
Yeah, we'll see. 3 minutes and 45 seconds left to play. 1st and 10 for the Orioles, deep in Jaguar territory. Ball on the 11-yard line. And Ellingson is in the shotgun again, man in motion, and he fakes the give to Hager, and he will be wrapped up right around the line of scrimmage, it looks like. But more importantly, the clock will just keep ticking.
It keeps going, Paul, and that play will knock 45 seconds off the clock. They're not too concerned about not getting the yards with a lead like that. And it looks like Jefferson they seem pretty content to just let that clock move down to.
Well, there's not a whole lot else they can do. I mean, they could call some timeouts here, but not much you can do when you're down 28-7 this late in the game.
No. If you haven't, scored enough points in the first 45 minutes, the last 3 you probably aren't getting 3 scores.
So the Orioles doing exactly what they need to do on this drive. And that's a give to Hager. Hager will be met at the line and fight his way to maybe a yard. Clock will tick down to 2 minutes and 42 seconds.
I love how he runs, Paul. He does not go down. Even in a situation like this, the game is for all intents and purposes, the game is over, but yet the first guy hits him and he keeps driving the legs. Now, some of that could be he wants to get in the end zone again. That's pretty fun, isn't it, Paul?
It is, and I think he likes I think he likes that end zone. You doubted me. I told you Hager was a strong runner. Wouldn't want to go down.
Nope, you're absolutely right, Paul. I think he's the kind of guy the defense gets sick of tackling, too.
2 minutes and 10 seconds left to go. And it's been a fun night here for the Orioles, especially on senior night. A great win for this team that appears to be happening. We don't want to call things too early.
Well, I feel pretty safe about this one, Paul.
But we're pretty certain that's what we're looking at. The give is to Hager. He'll get tackled in the backfield, but more importantly, he stayed in bounds to just let the clock tick down. At this point, the Orioles have no interest really in running up the score. We're just trying to chew up the clock.
Nope, and you see him there trying to get to the edge, realizing he's going to get tackled, and he's going to go down. He's not going to go out of bounds. He's going to let that clock continue to roll, and now we're under a minute and a half, Paul.
And it'll be a nice win for the Orioles here against a team that they probably should beat, and they've played them well. And the Jaguars, to their credit, they played tough today. They had some things moving a little bit, but they could just never quite finish the job.
Yeah, penalties got them in trouble at big spots. Special teams in big spots got them in trouble. It seemed like every time they started to get some momentum, they did something to themselves. Self-inflicted penalties, dropping the ball, all kinds of things like that. So you don't help yourself when those things happen, Paul.
So it's 4th and 14, and we've got a timeout on the field. Jefferson, maybe. No,
that was the Orioles who called that timeout.
The Orioles called timeout. They like to call timeouts on 4th downs.
Yeah, and I wonder if there's, are there any seniors going in, or maybe somebody who hasn't played yet, give them a snap. It's been these seniors that they've had great careers, and ending their regular season home game. Now there's some postseason action, right, Paul, coming up?
There should be. Looks like the Orioles will be playing Irondale, I think. We're not certain about this, but it looks like the Orioles will be playing Irondale right here next Tuesday.
Awesome.
And so if you are Jefferson, you're looking to make a stop here and maybe try to do something to punch one in and feel a little bit good about yourselves going out. Maybe not. We'll see.
Yeah, well, these guys are athletes. They're competitors. Even when the game is over like this, you still don't want someone to score on you. So that right now, Jefferson's playing for a little bit of pride.
Yep.
Hold him out of the end zone. Keep the score not looking too lopsided.
Ellingson in the shotgun, 4th and 14. He drops back to throw, and he'll hang on to it and just go down at the 20-yard line. The Orioles will turn it over on downs.
Yeah, I think he just, you drop back there, you take a little clock.
Absolutely. No reason to throw that ball. So we've got a minute and 3 seconds left to play. We'll see if Jaguars try to do something with this.
Yeah, they got 3 timeouts, a minute 3. Like they're could just take a knee and this thing is over. And, you already had a couple guys go down with injuries tonight. You just try to get out of here, a little bit healthy. Or, if this is it for them for the season, you do something. You take your shots, you keep competing.
And they definitely have some weapons. So they've got a 4 receiver set. Hansen is in the shotgun. Minute and 3 seconds to go in the game. And the give is to number 15, who picks up a few yards right in the middle of the field, and they will call their first timeout, it looks like.
Yeah, just a quick little slant route. You move the ball a little bit, but you need a lot more yards than that.
You absolutely do. 56 seconds left in the game, 28-7 Orioles. It's been a wonderful mid-October MEA weekend here in St. Louis Park.
Yeah, student section starting to move around a little bit. They know this thing is over.
And it being essentially a Friday night, they're ready to go out and continue their night and have some fun. I know my kids are going out.
I don't remember what students did. I'm so old now. I don't remember. And MEA Wednesday is like a normal Friday. So. Except
you got a whole string of Saturdays following it.
Yeah,
which
you
is
get
nice.
five Saturdays in a row, which is that's good living if you're a high school kid.
So 56 seconds left.
We got a little dancer here on the screen. Paul's doing that up in the booth here. You have moves like that up here. That's a good dancer.
Oh yeah, he's got the Scream mask ready for Halloween. We're having some fun in St. Louis Park. 56 seconds to go. 2nd down and 10. Ball on the 33-yard line. Another quick pass, and he cuts inside to find a few more yards. That's Manny Montgomery, and he'll stay inbounds. That'll keep the clock moving, but there's a flag on the play.
Number 7.
Yeah, it looks like there's an offensive lineman who held his block like pretty long there, but we'll see what happens.
Oh, unsportsmanlike conduct on the Jaguars
well,
and on the Orioles, so those will offset.
Let's see where it happens if we can see. It looks like it gets a little chippy. I think here on the top of the screen,
yeah.
It looks like you got some frustration, some celebration. You've been hitting each other for all night. Sometimes that's normal. It doesn't really mean anything when it offsets.
That's true. So there's 47 seconds left.
But it does stop the clock.
Yep, and it stops the clock.
So it's a free timeout.
Free timeout, right indeed, for Jefferson. Trying to get a little something happening here. They're going to probably have to throw one deep soon if they really want to make anything happen with the ball on the 39-yard line. So it's a 1st down.
Yeah, and the defensive coverage here for the Orioles is pretty soft. They're saying off them pretty good. Their coaches are just saying, don't let anybody get behind you. Don't.
And a low throw. Looks like he trapped it. Incomplete pass.
Number 7, Hansen's pass is incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
And that'll bring up a 2nd down with 36 and a half ticks left on the clock.
Yep, that ball definitely skipped there, Paul. But again, they're going to have to throw it a little bit further down the field if they want to do something with these last 36 seconds.
So they got a 4 receiver set. Hansen back to pass. Another quick short pass. Moves inside. That'll put the ball into Oriole territory.
Number 15.
29 seconds left to play in the game.
Well, that's a 1st down, so the clock stops with the chain. So they did. Looks like they did call a timeout.
And Jefferson does call a timeout. That's probably a good timeout for them to make sure they get the right personnel on the field, or maybe take a shot downfield and put some more points on the board.
Yeah, you got 30 seconds. You need to move pretty quick. You have some urgency. Only 1 timeout left, and it seems like what they're trying to do is finish strong. They came here hoping to win. Probably a disappointing evening on a lot of fronts for them, but if you can end it well, score at the end, feel pretty good about how you competed. They competed well. They competed hard.
They certainly did, and considering the way the Orioles really controlled this game, to only be down 28-7 is actually a nice effort by Jefferson.
Would you say it's a moral victory, Paul?
I'm not going to go into whether moral victories are a thing, but But maybe, you know, I mean, it's they play tough. They had some tough stops on the Orioles at times. When the Orioles were poised to break this thing wide open, they were never really able to do it.
Yeah, they kept it interesting.
Here we go, 1st and 10. Ball on the 48-yard line. Hansen back to pass, rolls out, and he's got a man downfield, and it is
no catch, Paul.
no catch. They're calling it incomplete. Thought
Yep.
maybe they'd get the benefit of a close call,
Yeah.
but I couldn't quite see from here exactly what happened.
No, it's pretty far. Let's just see a review of that here, Paul. It looks like he was going to come down. I think the defender, just when he's up in the air, shoved him out of bounds, which is what you're taught to do by your coaches. He's up in the air, give him a little shove-a-rooney,
And he's out of bounds.
and he's out of bounds. So, but at least they took a shot.
They did take a shot. They had it, just couldn't quite convert. 22 seconds to go. 2nd and 10, ball on the 48-yard line. And Hansen back to pass again. Another quick pass and another dropped pass.
Number 7, Hanson's pass, ball's incomplete.
Yeah, and there's some different receivers out here, Paul. The guy they've been going after all night, Manny Montgomery, I don't even see him on the field right now, and he's their biggest threat. He's their biggest weapon. So, you know, maybe they have some seniors in. They have some guys getting some playing time here last regular season game of the year.
18 seconds left in the game. We'll see if Jefferson can take another shot downfield. Hansen back to pass. It's a quick throw and a catch, and he will pull them for a few more yards. That's a first down, but more importantly, only 11 seconds left.
Yeah, the clock has stopped, so let's see if they, get up quickly. They're moving the chain, see if they get up to run a play or if they use their last time out here. I think they should just snap the ball quick and keep moving. Ooh, that clock is moving, Paul.
That clock is really moving. 4 seconds left. This will be the last play of the game. And the play is blown dead with 1.3 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, I think they're going to be talking about the clock here to make sure that they just have it right here toward the end of the game.
Get a penalty of some kind. First down.
Yeah, was there too many guys on the field for the defense, Paul? Usually,
Maybe.
pre-snap, that's one that can happen.
So we've got 1.3 seconds left, 28-7 Orioles. And Jefferson just trying to make a little bit something happen here at the end of the game, but you can see the Orioles here are already lining up to shake hands
Yeah, they're
at midfield.
They're ready to shake hands. They're ready to, go do something. It looks like Jefferson coach is wanting a little bit more time on the clock here.
It's going to be the last play of the game no matter what. So I'm not quite sure what the argument is about.
Yeah, I don't know. No matter what happens on this play, you can't get 21 points for it. So
Let's not make a Wagnerian opera out of this thing.
I do not know. Just
All right, here we go. Last play of the game. 1.3 seconds left. Hansen back to pass. He is looking. He's looking. He throws it downfield, and it is picked off. And he goes down with a little roll, and that looks like
Number 3, Paul Ewald.
that was Ewald on the interception. The Orioles come away with a victory, 28-7 against the Bloomington Jefferson Jaguars. They're lining up to shake hands. It's been a great night here in St. Louis Park. Great win for the local team, and a fun senior night.
absolutely, Paul. Seeing this for the seniors, you go out and you win this for your seniors.
Absolutely, the St. Louis Park Orioles will move to 4-4. Bloomington moves to 2-6. That makes the Orioles at 500, both within the division and overall. And it's been just a fun night here in St. Louis Park. The weather wasn't too bad. There was no wind. We had some exciting plays, a valiant effort by the Jaguars, but they just couldn't come through. The Orioles were too much for them.
Yep, Orioles played too well tonight, and really the Orioles played good in all three phases of the game. Jefferson, as we've talked about, struggled in special teams, and then just they seemed to, like, just as they were getting momentum, a penalty. And you just can't win when you do those things. St. Louis Park stayed so sharp the whole game, and that's how you win, 28-7. You stay sharp, you don't make mistakes. Don't beat yourself, Paul.
Well, it's been a lot of fun here with you tonight, Nate, and we're thankful for our great crew that just does a fantastic job of making all these things happen for us. It's been a fun night in St. Louis Park. The Orioles come away with a win, and we're looking potentially at a Tuesday night game against Irondale as we are set for the playoffs. That'll be it tonight from St. Louis Park. Thank you for joining us, and thanks for being along with me tonight, Nate, tonight on this MEA edition of Friday Night Lights. Have a great night, everybody.